Welcome, everyone. As always, I am Subject, and this is Haven of Horror. We've got Robert, Feng Shui Wild, and Hayden Gibbs.
No,
What's wrong with Gibbs?
Yeah.
no.
I don't know his name, or I would have given you the name of the asshole boyfriend in this, who might be like the most assholest character in fiction.
I want to be I want to be the guy, not the brother who's one of the main characters, but the guy who's dead, who's the bully from the Christmas Story. I want to be that guy.
Oh, I don't know if I've
Okay.
seen the Christmas Story.
What?
What? Did I stutter?
Usually.
What?
What? We're delirious. We're senile.
So in case you couldn't tell from the thumbnail, the video description, our background, anything, we're here to do Freddy versus Jason. I think this is the best artwork for this movie, and I wish it was just the standard, but thank God for Scream Factory. Robert, when did you first see this? Because I know you're the you're the newest fan of Friday the 13th and all that.
That's correct. It's funny you say that because I'm like, fuck, that was like 2017. That was a while ago now when I started getting into these movies. But this is, I believe, one of the last ones I got to. I don't remember now if I had actually seen this movie until I got the Scream Factory box set. Because when I buy the box set, like there's a few of these movies I hadn't seen yet, and this might have been one of them. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know how
good movie.
regularly available this movie is. Because I didn't have I had this on DVD back in the day. The New Line Platinum Collection, I think, is what they ran these under. But I never had this on Blu-ray until this set came out. I didn't even know if it got like an individual Blu-ray.
It
It
did.
did. It did. And was honestly pretty easy to get because there's a 3-pack. I don't know if it's still available now, but for years and years it was. There's a 3-pack of this movie, the Nightmare remake, and the Friday remake.
Okay.
So at least back in the day, that was pretty common. It was Jason Goes to Hell and especially Jason X. Like those were the ones that were impossible to find
Mhm.
I had
for
that
a
on
while.
DVD.
Right, because Jason X, that one might not have had a Blu-ray until the Scream Factory box set.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. That's another one I had on DVD, and then I never upgraded it until the Scream Factory set. Now I own it on Blu-ray and 4K. Real quick, Draven says that he just read Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, The Nightmare Warriors, and holy shit, that was batshit crazy. For anyone who
Oh
is not aware, that is the sequel to Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash. Which, fun fact, I have, or at least I had. I haven't checked in a while if it got like lost in the shuffle, but I had those in singles because I got them as they were coming out, and that story is not good.
I've never read a Friday comic. I'd like to, but
Um,
yeah,
I wish they'd
same.
bring those. I wish they'd bring those back, but
that's the story where they bring all of the survivors from both franchises back. And they bring Freddy's daughter from Six back, but they make her a bad guy who's in like a weird incest relationship with Freddy. It's not good.
Ew.
Yeah, I didn't need that. I don't even like. I only like half of that movie, but like, just don't do that.
it's the real Sleepwalkers.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Robert.
No, a lot of those 90s, early 2000s comics are all out of print.
Yeah.
It'd be great if they could bring them back somehow.
No,
And I've read both Freddy versus Jason versus Ashes. The funny thing is the first one starts with him killing the survivors of this movie. So if you ever want to know what happens to them, if you go with those comics, they're dead.
They
Uh,
also look. I also know they look nothing like they look in the movie due to
correct.
not having their likeness.
Draven, I think I actually saw this before I watched any of the Nightmares and Fridays. I had to trick my grandma into letting me rent it.
Oh my god.
So I'll be the old man here. I saw this in theaters. And I didn't understand why none of my fellow fifth graders were as excited as I was for Freddy vs. Jason. But I saw it in theaters, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And then we never did anything with this again. This is technically the last movie in both franchises before the reboots.
This is
true.
also the first one I saw, I believe, because as a kid, I would go to where my parents worked after school, and I would just get on one of the computers that nobody was using and like watch YouTube all day until we went home. And that's how I discovered Angry Video Game Nerd and horror movies because people would upload clips of this in like 5 minute increments. So uh, I watched the fight scenes like 100 times. I'm like, I need movie, and then you know.
Yeah. Oh, Hayden and I have talked about this before, but like I remember going to the library and watching like Naruto clips at like 360p in 5 minute sections, and it would just be like one fight, but it was like 20 videos because I had to keep chopping it up because I think YouTube had a 15-minute limit back in the day, 15-minute
Nobody
limit.
else cares. Nobody else cares about this except John. But when I originally watched Gokaiger, it was in parts on Facebook.
Yeah, you told me. I remember.
I remember.
Speaking of time going by, next year Rob Zombie's Halloween is going to be 20 years old. Yep.
Oh no!
Damn. All right. And then afterwards, we're going to, in case you didn't notice from the thumbnail and all that, we're going to do part 5 again to appease Hayden because he doesn't know what a schedule is. But we're starting with this. I've been wanting to watch this for a while, and I just never got around to it, so I'm glad we decided to put this on the poll. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, so this is for Freddy versus Jason. Is everybody at timestamp 0?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Tyler says no way you're doing it again. If you mean part 5, it is. I mean, it is in the thumbnail, the video description.
Yeah.
Like, what? Did you think I made it up?
Yeah, we are doing it again.
All right. In 3, 2, 1, play.
And Tyler asks, "Where's the part 7 commentary?" Well, you'll have a shot at that next Friday the 13th later this year. You got to vote for it.
Nobody voted. Like, the poll this time, I don't know if you guys saw it, got like an overwhelming response
It did.
for our channel. And this won by like the landslide.
I guessed it would. I said once we put Freddy versus Jason on the list, like that's gonna win.
So I was having some issues. What timestamp are you guys at?
Oh my god. I'm at 38 seconds.
Should be fine. What are we looking at right now?
I'm looking at a
doll
burning
burning.
doll.
Okay, all right, we're good.
That belonged to a little girl Freddy allegedly murders.
Allegedly.
Yeah, you
Sure.
know.
I always liked getting a little like glimpse of him before, you know, the burns and the dream stuff.
Robert's a Freddy truther. He's like, no.
Yeah. And I think this mostly lines up with like that original movie. This flashback.
It does. It's just funny, like how often we do flashback to this throughout the series. Part 6 is the big one. I know the TV show also showed the origin.
Well, so that's... Sorry, go ahead, Hayden.
That's the only episode of that TV show I've seen is that pilot that does the origin.
Well, that is the most important thing to keep in mind when you're watching this is they purposely went and got a director that didn't like either of these franchises. I don't know why, but apparently that was like a New Line mandate. It had to be somebody that didn't care about either franchise. So I'm sure there's some like lore purist out there, and there's scenes later on that people debate that I think is just them not paying attention, but we'll get there. He's not trying to make like this is in that universe. It's just he's just making a movie where they team, where they fight. And it should be noted, of course, that this is Ronnie Yu, who before this did Bride of Chucky. I love that. Being dead wasn't a problem. Being forgotten, now that's a bitch.
It is fun though that you do get a little montage of the good old times.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting because he's not a fan of either franchise, but the Freddy plot in this feels like it's ripped from those movies.
Yes.
Draven says this movie is so blue and red. Yes, and I think that's intentional.
Yeah,
Like they're
it's a very
doing something with
stylized
that.
movie.
It's blue.
One's blue. This is also the most early 2000s movie, maybe of all time.
Yes, correct.
See, like this right here, this feels like what somebody thinks Friday the 13th is if they haven't seen a Friday the 13th.
Yes, we're in self-parody
Yes.
territory.
Which is interesting because we're going to reveal here in a minute that this is Jason's dream.
He's got a dream about something.
No, I just love that even in his, like, when he's dead, he's thinking about killing. He's the ultimate killing machine.
There he goes, killing again.
Honestly, I think this movie would look amazing in 4K with with HDR, really make the colors pop.
We need that 4K.
Somebody needs to do it.
This is what happens when you use a PS3 that you don't know how to run as a Blu-ray player.
Damn it, Hayden.
I know.
Draven, I guess
Don't
this
have
movie
to-
is fine compared to what we could have gotten from all the crazy whacked out scripts. Yeah, so I've not finished it, but there's actually a book about all of the scripts that were submitted for this movie. And I've forgotten some of them, but from the ones that I've seen, we got the best possible version of this. Because every other version that I've read about is way too complicated. Like, there was like that boxing match in hell with humanity's worst in the stands. There was that weird lawsuit pitch.
Yeah, where I think like Jason's on trial for his crimes, and I kind of want that.
No, it's weirder than that. It is a real life Jason that is inspired, that the movies are inspired by.
Okay. Sure.
And
Boy Burns.
Freddy's his lawyer or something.
What?
It's just like, what are we doing?
Well, I want Freddy versus Roy, but
Draven says, how do you feel about this Jason? Do you think it should have been Kane? This Jason is perfectly fine. I don't hate him. But every time I watch this movie, it's just like, this would have been so much better with Kane.
yeah, it would have.
Yeah, I think Ken Kersinger is perfectly fine in the role. Nothing against him, but like this should have been Kane Hodder's send off.
I do
Well, it was
like,
for
and she's
Roderick
recently
Black.
passed away, rest in peace, but I do like this Pamela Voorhees. It is nothing like the
Yeah.
characterization that we saw in the first movie, but that's fine.
Yeah, this is Paula Shaw. And it tripped me out rewatching this because she has some dialogue here. I don't know if you noticed, John, that they will later lift for the Friday the 13th game when Pamela's talking to you. Because she
Yeah.
has that line where she's like, Jason, you'll never die. You'll never die. And I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, okay.
That's in this movie.
Is she the voice in the game?
I don't believe so.
I
I think that's a
doubt it.
different voice actress. Pamela's now been played by like 5 different actresses, including Linda Cardellini coming up.
Draven says he's a bit too lumbery, but I don't really blame him for that. They're really playing up the like dopey Jason, and I like Kane's like angry Jason.
Mhm.
I think my favorite might be 4, but Kane is great.
And we're about to hear some early 2000s butt rock in a second.
I love the song they used for this. I had this soundtrack. No, I really like this song.
No, butt rock is objectively the best genre. So, no, John and I talk about this all the time, but we are butt rock defenders.
But obviously, like, this is the big crossover everybody's been waiting for. You know, it was teased in the 90s with Jason Goes to Hell, and then it never really... It took another 10, 12 years to come to fruition.
Elm Street.
So, I don't mind the human characters. I think they are serviceable. Like, I'm not here for that. I'm here for Freddy versus Jason, and I think this movie delivers on that. Robert, how do you feel about the human characters in this movie?
Yeah, for me, they're a bit of a mixed bag. I like Gib a lot. It's a shame we lose her kind of early, the girl in the baseball cap. I think she's in the Ginger Snaps movies. So I like her, but she's not in the movie for very long. I think our lead, Lori, is fine, but compared to final girls from both of these franchises, she wouldn't rank super high for me on either list, but I think she's okay. And then her sassy friend I find very annoying, and
I
I
do
think is in
Uh,
the movie too much.
I do like that line of "I only smoke when I drink." You're always
Yeah.
drinking.
Yeah, do you think Gibbs maybe should have been the final girl of this movie?
I would have preferred that.
Yeah, probably.
And here's maybe the worst character in either franchise.
And him
No,
I love because he's so over the top. And they also know, okay, he's the first one that has to die, and they deliver on that.
well, and I quote him a lot, babe.
Jane says, damn, so Jason walked all the way from Jersey to Ohio. No, he teleported. The game established he has teleportation powers.
It's true.
No, I do like that it plays like he just woke up outside of Elm Street and just wandered over there.
Well, there's like a throwaway line about it, because, again, this is kind of following up Jason Goes to Hell, so they do mention, like, oh, Jason's, like, in hell and Freddy's bringing him out, but they don't show any of that. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're like, his body's there, don't think about it.
Honestly, my favorite human character we haven't gotten to yet, but it's not the main guy, but his like sidekick in the asylum.
He's great.
Yeah. Is it John Ritter's son?
No, the main guy is
No,
John
no.
Ritter's son.
That's okay.
And here's Nancy's house, because we're back to that being a big deal.
It got fixed up at some point.
Well, so I don't really care about the where this movie falls in continuity. Like, it's never gonna line up. But this doesn't. I don't know if you did want to make this in continuity. I don't know where this falls. Is this after 6? Is it?
I guess it has to be after 6, and there are clips of 6 in the
That's
opening
true.
montage.
So I guess Springwood's fine now.
Yeah.
Well, or is it? Because there is a town cover-up conspiracy plot.
Yes, but if you remember, in 6, the only people left are crazy people, and all of the kids are dead.
But this could be like 20 years later.
Yeah.
You guys might disagree with this, but I am like this. This is kind of a nightmare movie in name only. This is a Friday movie with Freddy in it. Like, style-wise.
I don't entirely agree with that, because Freddy, like, the entire plot revolves around Freddy. Like, Jason's really just here to fight Freddy.
I think the subplot of we're drugging the kids so they don't have bad dreams, we're trying to forget Freddy, all that stuff feels very in line. Continuity be damned, it spiritually feels in line with the Nightmare movies.
And you get the Freddy pillar, which might be the greatest thing of all time.
That is true.
God. But in Hayden's defense, though, and I think it's fine the way it is, but you don't get a lot of those types of Freddy sequences. Like, if you're here for Freddy kills specifically, you only really get one.
Yeah.
Whereas Jason, they pepper in a lot of Jason kills throughout this movie. So from that perspective, I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. Well, and what I like about that, though, is it's kind of that kind of honors both franchises, where Friday, each movie has more kills than a Nightmare movie. Like, Freddy only kills, 4 or 5 people per movie, if that. Where Jason will usually kill, 6, 7, however many people.
In the case of Jason X, about 2 million.
Yeah. You know what I'm really like to be touched after? Like, what the fuck?
No, that's why Roy's superior, because he has the highest body count. In the
It's true.
What?
Well, in the
Uh,
original series.
Like before you get to X, Roy has a higher body count in one movie than Jason gets in any of the other ones.
Oh, okay.
No, that
What we're saying is we love Roy, damn it.
I mean, I like Roy too, but Jason is superior.
no, Roy's blue.
That is true.
One's blue.
Speaking of blue, what is this in the mouth of madness?
I also had the
Oh my God.
novelization for this movie growing up, and I read that a lot. And I don't remember a lot of it now because that's been so long. But I remember with this, a lot of, since Jason doesn't talk and they keep that in the novel, a lot of novelization Jason will just be his thoughts. He does this because he gets pissed that he's twitching and that he didn't die from being stabbed, so he just folds him up like an accordion.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
Ew.
don't do that.
And the actress that plays Gibbs, I can't think of her name at the moment, but she's also in Hannibal.
Catherine Isabel.
Yes, she's in Hannibal for a little bit. Because they set up the book / movie Hannibal, with Gary Oldman's character, and she plays his sister, and then she's in a movie, and then she's in that werewolf movie Ginger Snaps or Ginger Snap,
Yeah.
which is quite good. And then she's in
Oh,
another
I
movie
see. What-
I've seen called American Mary that I wasn't as crazy about. That kind of devolves into just like torture porn.
Oh, okay. It's one of those. That might be my favorite line in the movie when they see the cop and she goes, "What the fuck do you think?" that fits great.
This is a fun fact. This cop is Gary Chalk, who is and no one else cares probably, but he is the voice of Optimus Primal in Beast Wars.
Oh, okay, cool.
Um,
And then the main cop that is gonna join up with the kids later. He's a character actor. I've seen him in a few
He's a
things.
peacemaker.
Yes.
Yes,
he is also in Scary Movie 2, I think. It's 1 or 2.
I think it's
Yeah.
the first one.
and he's in the new one too.
Oh,
Of course he is.
Uh,
That trailer's
I have-
so bad.
It's so bad.
yeah.
I do like that for this cop comes from Crystal Lake. It kind of is another bridge between the two franchises.
Yeah, I kind of wish he got to be in the movie more because he is a character I like in this. But that being said, his death is really funny
Yes.
when we get there. Don't think it, don't say it.
The Bye Bye Man.
Don't do it. Don't do.
Freddy.
Bye bye, man.
That's the second movie we ever covered on the channel.
Why you do?
I don't know.
Who should the Bye Bye Man fight in that crossover film?
Babadook.
Chucky.
The Bye Bye Man versus the Babadook. Oh god, what's the worst horror crossover you can think of?
So we'll come back to that. Hayden. I like this movie a lot. I love the 2000s of this movie just because it is so earnestly just of its time. The CGI blood is a problem.
Oh yeah,
I think there's a lot of bad CGI in this.
Some of it I find charming. The blood I find a little distracting.
there's a couple,
Yeah.
And I think it's because we go back and forth. Sorry.
people complain about like everyone going flying when they get hit. I like that.
Yeah, that stuff's funny.
Draven says, I feel like the cop could have been Tommy Jarvis. That would have been cool.
You could make that work because earlier we were talking about how this is probably the best version of Freddy vs. Jason we could have gotten
Yes.
out of those 200 unproduced scripts. But a lot of them did feature Tommy Jarvis, and it would have been cool to see him included in some capacity.
One thing
Would Tommy be allowed to be a cop after 6?
Why not?
you expect realism from this franchise. One thing we should note is outside of those flashbacks to like previous Nightmare movies, we were very careful not to mention any characters. Like, I don't think Nancy's ever mentioned, other than Freddy says, I've always had a thing for the whores that live in this house. No, and when we're in that dream at the beginning, I wanted to ask you this and I forgot. When Jason kills that person that starts to become like different people, do you think that should have been like his previous victims? Because I don't I think it's just a bunch of like no names that he's probably killed off screen.
Yeah, so I think that's the implication, like with the girl skinny dipping. It's supposed to be like, oh, this could be any one of the girls from the previous movies, but like you said, very vaguely following up those. But a problem with that, like, could just be rights. Because you notice with this being a New Line movie, it's like we get literal flashbacks to Freddy movies, but no old footage from Jason movies. Like, I guess you could have used some footage from Jason Goes to Hell if you wanted, but I think I'm sure it's that more than anything.
I don't know how that whole thing works. Did Paramount keep the rights to those old movies when they sold the franchise?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's part of what I mean is I don't know. I'm just speculating here.
Yeah. Draven says, well, he was a paramedic and never hike alone. I mean, yeah, but...
That's true. So I love, like, fake out Final Boy, because they set this guy up like he's going to be Laurie's love interest, and they're just kidding.
Well, her house just had really good feng shui.
It's true.
Which always confused me as a kid. I'd never heard that before. I was like, what?
And his dad looks like Alex Jones for some reason.
He is.
That'd be amazing if it was.
The actress that plays Roy, I've only ever seen in one other thing. She's in the Night of the Demons remake with T2, the lead guy from T2, Edward Furlong.
And Furlong? Okay.
Yeah, they're both in that movie. It's really random.
The ADR there is so bad when he's like, I'm fine, I'm okay.
I like the shot of Freddy.
Yeah, I wish we kept this going the rest of the movie of him talking to the audience, because we just stopped.
I love that this guy's gonna wake up from a Freddy dream. Jason just left his dad there.
He killed Alex Jones.
And he's just waiting for him to wake up. He's a very considerate killer.
Yeah. That seems great. But like, but Hayden earlier talking about like the nightmare stuff in this, we do go back to the psychiatric hospital from 3. That's a cool.
Is that the same name? Because I wasn't sure.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yes.
Not only that, but also they bring back Hypnosil.
Yeah.
But no, this guy right here, I love this guy.
He's great.
He should have been the main guy over his friend.
No, this guy's peak. I've seen him in something. I just don't know. Other than this, I don't know what it is.
He's a big like a character actor. So, okay. I don't understand the rules of this place. You ask them to turn the TV up, which means they turn it off. What?
It's because they're assholes.
But as much as I love New Nightmare, I'm glad this is the movie that Robert Englund retired on.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Hayden.
Now, John, do you remember, had you seen all the Jason and Freddy movies before this, or were there still a bunch you hadn't seen yet?
I can tell you I'd only seen maybe 2 Jason movies before this. So my first movie is Jason X. But also, real quick, Robert, I've told you a million times, I'm not a checkers guy, I'm an Uno guy. No, and then Nightmare, I think I'd only seen like the first one, if
Okay.
that. And the first one legitimately scared me as a kid. Uh, so I don't know. I don't remember when I finally finished it, but I was still very new to the genre when I saw this. I was like, this is like the greatest thing of all time. Oh, uh, Robert, his friend, the one that we like. Do you recognize him from Smallville?
I'm sure. Not off the top of my head.
He is
Probably talked about this
Smallville's
before.
parasite.
Oh, okay. This is his audition.
Yeah. He's also in an episode of Superman and Lois. Oh, we have to talk about this. He played Robert in the Last of Us television show.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, that is him. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
He played
Yeah.
you.
Hell yeah.
Jaden says we're about to get not Jason Mewes. Yeah. And then we haven't gotten to it yet, but when we watch Resident Evil Apocalypse, his brother, the one that shows up in the bathtub, is that movie's version of Nikolai from RE3, and it's very strange.
So this subplot is one of those things that feels very nightmare to me. You have a distant parent who's lying to their child and kind of manipulating them. He's giving her the drugs, trying to make her sleep, won't tell her the truth about what happened with her mom. And I know the script we picked for this movie, this is like a cut down version of that. Um, and I wonder if this subplot is a victim of that, because one of my gripes of the movie is all the stuff with her and her dad, we kind of just forget about by the last act of this movie. There's not really a resolution to it apart from just finding out that Freddy killed her mom. But her dad just kind of disappears from the movie in the back half.
Yes. Well, see, I would argue that the resolution is her learning to forgive her father because he wasn't guilty. But it could be fleshed out more, and I maybe like do something else with him. So I'm satisfied with God, but yeah, it could have been more.
Sure.
And also, we never talk about like how fucked up this dad is. He put drugs in that orange juice.
Yep. Yes, Draven. We mentioned that earlier.
Oh, okay, that's him. Yeah, that's the guy in Resident Evil Apocalypse. I don't think I've ever seen all of A Christmas Story, if you can't believe it.
It's a good movie.
I've heard. You know, I'm glad we're doing Friday the 13th Part 5 again for a guy that can't even sit through one movie. I also love that this is high school in the early 2000s that will just let you smoke in the front lawn.
Don't think about it. Yeah, sometimes it does. Stuff like that feel. It's like the movie can't choose because it's very aggressively early 2000s, but it's also trying to be kind of timeless. And because, back in the day, you could smoke outside at high school. Like that used to be a
So-
normal thing.
In one of these hallway scenes, if you pay attention, Evangeline Lilly is in the background.
That is correct. I also know that trivia.
I
One
don't
of her
think I've
early
ever been able to
parts.
see it like when watching the movie.
I'll try to point her out when she shows up because I think I know where she is. And then the nerdy guy I think is whatever, and then there's fake Jay from Jay and Silent Bob.
I love that guy. No, the only time I like the nerd is when he finally has enough and like stands up for himself against Kia,
Yeah.
played by Fame. Hey, look who's back!
What happened was,
Hayden, improve.
no, I had shit going on.
No,
TMI, mate.
What? Not that. Don't say mate.
I'll say
You're
whatever
in-
I damn well want.
Oh, okay.
So while you were gone, we established that
Oh, I
the
think she's in the green. If you look in the background,
Yep,
think
I can
she's
see
in the
her.
green shirt.
So Hayden, I don't know if you know this, but if you missed her, Evangeline Lilly is a background extra in this scene.
One of her early credits.
Cool.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. But this guy, who you thought looked familiar, is in the Last of Us show as Robert.
It's you. It's Robert.
Yeah,
Yay.
and he's also Smallville's Parasite.
That might be where I know him from.
What
And then-
season was that?
Uh, oh, that is Injustice, which is the 21st episode of season 8.
Oh, then never mind.
Okay, okay.
Finish Smallville, you fraud.
No, I have other things that are good to watch.
Smallville's good.
You sounded very like no.
Smallville's still good.
He's good to like.
And there is our obligatory Bob Shea cameo.
Yay.
It's not as good as this one in 2, but
That's true. that was just him in his off hours.
Well, no, the best
Yeah,
thing
it's
about his
bad.
cameo in 2 is like the behind the scenes story about that. 'Cause he had to go buy that costume, and he took his daughters with him.
why?
Draven, so I know we're not there yet, but we find out that her boyfriend saw her dad kill her mom, but later we find out it was Freddy all along, so how does that work? I think the implication is that he went in there to try to stop Freddy. But you can't, if you're awake, you don't see Freddy.
Yeah, okay. So you're right, because the dad is trying to stop Freddy from killing the mom, but the guy just sees the dad, so that's why he. Okay. It kind of works. Got your nose.
Why is this character's reoccurring character trait a nose job? That's the second time it's
Why
come
not?
up.
That looks
It's
bad.
setup and payoff, John.
Oh.
I wish Freddy wasn't losing his powers, so she would wake up with no nose.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
And then she just looks like that the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
And then there's a subplot of they have to find a nose doctor. That's the rest. That's what the movie's about.
One thing that I is unfortunate, like we mentioned, is just they don't mention any legacy characters. Because if I had one thing I would have liked to see from a Freddy vs. Jason is get back anyone you could, like from both franchises. But this kind of just feels like a standalone movie with both of them in it. And this
Yeah, and
this
I think
almost
there's
started a
pros and
new
cons to
trend,
that.
and then AVP killed it.
Oh,
I like AVP, but
yeah, I think it's fine.
I mean, I don't hate it, but like it objectively it killed the trend before it could start.
I mean, it made money.
yeah, and it has a sequel. This should have gotten a sequel.
Well, that's just because they couldn't get Sam Raimi to sign off on what they wanted to do.
Yeah, that's the bummer. Is Freddy versus Jason versus Ash could have been really cool.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah, so from my understanding is they wanted Ash to lose and Raimi wouldn't sign off on it.
Good on
I
him.
mean, I get that. Although I think it makes sense that Ash would lose.
Okay,
Why?
but within their own movies, most of the time, Jason and Freddy are defeated by teenage girls.
No, Ash
Yeah, okay.
logically Ash would win.
Hmm. This is the second coolest van of all time.
Hey, I love
What
that
is
it takes
this?
them this long to realize, oh wait, maybe they just don't want people thinking about Freddy.
Yeah, there are a lot of exposition dumps scenes like this. Like Hayden, I mentioned earlier, the the script for this movie was much longer, and it's like really cut down, and that's mostly fine. Like I don't know if this movie should be 2 hours long.
No,
Release the U cut.
although it would have been nice to have like a director's cut on Blu-ray or something.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't this still like the most profitable movie in either franchise? 'Cause this made a fuck ton of money.
This made a lot of money. People were really into this.
I mean, so it made $116 million on a $30 million budget. So that's impressive. I doubt it was as profitable as like the first Friday the 13th, just because that was made for like no money.
Yeah, like profitable versus like gross, because I think this made the most, but
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just it made the most. I love this cornfield rave.
yeah.
I love it too. The only thing I don't like, the low frame rate slow mo. That's
Yeah,
all over this movie, and it looks bad.
yeah.
Bad. I've being from the Midwest, I've never attended a cornfield rave, but maybe we should.
I thought you were gonna say, being from the Midwest, I've never experienced low frame rate slow mo.
Well, that
But
too.
it's
Well, no, I have because it's the Midwest.
okay.
That's realistic.
That's good enough.
But we are gonna get
Their boy Shaq.
the second greatest fire stunt for Jason.
It's impressive. That stuff's
Yeah.
really cool.
This was one of this scene was maybe the first thing I ever saw from this movie because it was on YouTube and it was an edit of Jason with a lightsaber.
Oh,
Of course.
I love that GIF that's going around now of Jason with the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, I haven't seen that. I liked the one I sent earlier. It just said fucking Jason, but it was Roy. I don't think did I put that in the admin chat? I can't remember.
You'll get to talk about Roy later. We're not on that
No.
movie yet.
Here we are.
Hayden, improve.
Stop.
No.
I will crash through the door behind you like Roy at the end of 5.
Oh yeah.
I'll stop now.
Hayden, go pass out in a cornfield.
Okay. I could. There aren't that. There's some close.
Love triangle face.
So earlier we got
Oh,
the big Linderman chewing, like finally losing his patience with Kia scene. That dialogue's a little clunkier than I remember, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, so and then we make them kind of an item, but that also doesn't like really go anywhere, and then they
No.
just die.
It's weird because she seems only into him because he talked back. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's weird. You said love triangle face, and that made me think of if there was a Smallville episode with this going on in the background, where
Probably. Like, this is canon for all I know.
I love the idea that Freddy versus Jason is going on in the background during a Smallville episode.
That would be peak.
Okay, this scene is so stupid where he's like, okay, I need to tell you something. And then Kia's gonna come up and be like, hey, what are you doing? Let's just dance. And Lori's like, oh, okay. It's
Okay.
what? It's so forced. Like, she's like, tell me what's happening. Oh shit, I gotta dance. Okay, never mind. It's so clunky.
I love the human glow stick in the background there.
I don't love him, given what he's gonna try to do to Kip.
Yeah.
Well, but he gets what he deserves, so it's fine.
That is true. I mean, Jason is the hero of this movie.
The fact that she doesn't question this or Well, what's interesting too is Gibbs feels like a character from a Nightmare movie. You know, like her trauma should be like an abusive household or something. Because a girl, typically, when you have a boyfriend like that in one of these movies, it's or like you're trying to, it's just what you're used to. We don't commentate on that. It's just well, she's with an asshole, and then they both die.
Yeah, it's like the plot and what the group is going through is very Nightmare, where we start picking them off very early and they're dealing with like the trauma and the fallout of dying one by one. But the characters themselves feel like they're more out of a Friday movie, like they're that tropey.
Yeah. I love this scene
Hey.
though with her in the boiler room.
Why is a boiler room in a cornfield? Is this a plot hole?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to control the corn.
Now, okay, that's a good bit of practical effects when Freddy's face comes through the wall. That's a good little throwback to the first movie.
Yeah.
Also reminds you that this came out just several years before the remake, which would do that effect in CGI, and it looks much worse.
Correct. I really like the red.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it a
No,
filter? Or...
this stuff looks great.
No, Robert Englund is having so much fun. Nightmare is not my favorite franchise. Like, I like the movies in it that I like a lot. But, like, I could just watch Robert Englund do his Freddy Krueger bit. No matter how good the movie is.
Although when he tries to do it now, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair to him, he's doing it in a sitcom, which has to, like, really water it down. The makeup looks bad.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. He's having fun. I wish he got a voice Freddy in something. I think that would be cool, but
the way we're shooting him, where you just see like the outline with the red, it looks so good.
Yeah, it does.
Ow.
Oof. Oh. No, this is a Friday the 13th theme. While a Nightmare on Elm Street scene is going on.
Yeah, I wish we got more scenes like this, because this is such a great idea where Freddy's just about to kill somebody and then Jason kills him.
We're gonna get my favorite Freddy moment in this movie here in a minute. He's mine!
Mine! No, and this is consistent with Jason's characterization. He doesn't like rapists. You know, he'll step in and be a good Samaritan when he has to.
But he'll kill the victim too.
Well, an accident. Like, okay.
He didn't mean to.
Yeah, you should get points for trying.
He didn't mean to. He's just a boy.
It's true.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong. Like,
he don't know.
We've established in multiple movies that sometimes he is still just that little boy. And he goes flying.
I'm a little behind.
Mine.
And here we have Hayden's boy Shaq.
I don't know if he's my boy, but I like.
Yeah, he's your boy. That actor also passed away a few years ago. R.I.P.
That's a shame.
And John, you would know that guy because he is also in Smallville. Do you know who he is in Smallville?
Is Shaq
with curly hair?
Oh,
the guy in the jersey.
That's not Toyman, is it?
That is Toyman.
Oh, wow, okay.
I mean,
why don't you go find yourself a pig to fuck? This neck snap is bad.
Yeah. But his reaction sells it. Son of a bitch.
What I love there is Jason pokes him back.
Yeah.
We're also going to get one of my favorite movie mistakes here in a minute, where Jason is slashing through. He's not even gonna hit somebody, and they're gonna like move back like they've been hit.
Yes. Now there's some very clunky gags in that sequence, but I respect how much of it was done
It's
practically, and I can let that
yes.
slide.
This looks great.
Now this is
Yeah.
not Ken Kurtzinger. He has talked about he
Yes.
wanted to do this stunt, and they wouldn't let him.
Which I get it.
I don't know, man. Kane did something just as impressive before this.
That's true.
Like,
Yeah, and 7, yeah.
Okay, but to be fair, that was a much lower budget
that
movie.
looks painful.
Yeah. Again, I don't like the low frame rate slow mo,
Yeah.
but other than that, like Jason on Fire looks amazing.
No, the
Um,
main thing I will give this movie props with their Jason is I do love this characterization. He doesn't. He won't. He's a Terminator, basically. He doesn't stop. He can't be reasoned with. He can't be bargained with. Even in his dreams, he's thinking about killing people.
And now he smells like beer.
and there are a couple people he slashes where you can like very clearly see like the rigs under their shirts. They're pumping the blood out.
Yeah,
That's
like
fine.
right here, we're gonna get like he doesn't even hit one of them, and they turn around like they've been slashed. It's amazing. That goalie was pissed about something.
I'll say too, to give this movie credit, while some of the humor is very hit or miss for me, I at least appreciate how not like for being a post Scream movie, there's very little meta winking at the camera, referencing other movies stuff in this. I respect it for that. That
No,
it
this is
doesn't
one
feel
of
like
the
one of those
most.
Scream knockoffs.
This is one of the most sincere slasher movies of its time.
Mhm.
It really is just that stupid.
Yeah.
It dared to be stupid.
Yeah.
Some would say.
And I respect that so much more than like up its own ass trying to be clever.
Oh, yeah. Now, if this was Scream, I think I'd hate it.
Yeah, Jason pops up and the final girl is like, you ever seen that really old movie Friday the 13th?
Wait a minute.
Okay, so with what we see later of how she died, how does that make sense?
Which part?
So she believes that her mom died in a car accident, but we see later that she died in her sleep. What did he carry the body downstairs, put it in the car, and stage an accident? Is this the last scene with the dad when it's actually the dad?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Because obviously we get Dream Dad later that makes me uncomfortable, but
Like so this is very in the spirit of like that first movie, the conflict between the parent and child, the lies, deception.
The Rain was a good choice for like stylization, I think.
It's very emotional.
Huh. The dad here is in Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Oh.
Actually, he's in all
Oh, yeah.
3 of them.
Oh my god.
Was he the guy with the Olive Garden gift cards?
It just
Why
says
do you know that?
Commander Walters.
I think that is. There's a guy who keeps showing up and offering people Olive Garden gift cards.
He was
I was
also
hoping
in
you're-
an episode of Smallville.
Is it ever? I mean, is he Canadian? It's like half.
Correct.
There's a lot of Canadians in this movie.
Most actors are Canadian, I think.
Possibly at this point.
I say that, but a lot of them are.
It's just funny because he's in Smallville, Blade, the series that I don't think anybody's seen.
Oh.
He's in 2 episodes of The Flash.
Oh,
Robert, you're the resident Flash expert. He's Eric Larkin.
That iconic character.
Yeah, who's that?
I don't know.
there were people who were in that show that I forgot. Like I forgot Clancy Brown's in that.
Yeah, he's in it early. He's in like the first couple seasons, I think.
The one that always makes me laugh is Mark Hamill was in The Flash, the CW
Yeah.
Flash.
And the original.
Yeah. That's because those shows are
Not-
obsessed with our old
The
DC
not-
shows.
The not Joker.
The one that I can't deal with is the first time you go back, they revisit the Smallville set, and it's nothing to do with Smallville. I think that's just where Tyler Hoechlin's Clark Kent lives, but they play the Smallville theme anyway.
Yeah.
It's the same farm that was used.
Yeah, no, it's
for
the same
Smallville
set,
farm.
but it has nothing to do with Smallville, but like
Yeah.
story wise. But they play the theme anyway. It's like, get out of here.
Yeah. And then what CW does with Smallville is so bad.
Yeah.
I refuse to acknowledge that happened.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
This is a legitimately fantastic sequence, though.
No, this is
Yeah.
a good Freddy.
Well,
scene.
And the backstory with this character too, that like everybody thinks his older brother Kermit sewer slided, but it was actually Freddy that killed him. Like that's classic nightmare stuff.
Yes.
Like at least that's implied that Freddy actually
Well,
killed.
that's
his older
why it's
brother.
weird that they didn't do that with the mom. A car accident?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No, and like the bathtub is real creepy. Like you just imagine.
yeah, and this is the bully from the Christmas Story.
I love Robert Englund's voice coming out of this guy.
Yes, it matches so well. Like very very good casting.
And, this guy is really good. Like at just
Yeah, being in pain.
I love that he called him a hockey puck.
I wish he called Jason that.
That's who he's talking about.
Oh, okay. I missed the line.
He's talking about how he got Jason to do stuff for him, but now he won't stop. And he goes, that hockey puck.
Will somebody please wake me up? No, all the practical stuff here is real good.
Yeah. Hayden, you weren't here when I said this earlier, but this guy is in the second live action Resident Evil movie for a minute as their version of I just said it, he's the bad guy from 3. The human bad guy.
oh fuck.
Robert, what did I say earlier?
I don't remember his name.
Wesker 2.
Oh. This
Oh,
is
that's
this is fucked.
Ow.
yeah, that's bad.
And I think I'd be more okay with like the low frame rate slow-mo if we only did that during like dream sequences, because then that would at least be a stylized choice that had more consistent. But it's all throughout the movie, like so
Yeah.
it's annoying when it happens.
Freddy's back.
All these poor people Jason murdered, and one rapist.
Well, So
If you-
I get where
You
they're
don't leave me
coming
alone,
from.
I will-
Like, in a case like this, you go for the easiest explanation. But none of those people died in ways that are consistent with Freddy.
If Gary Chalk just turned into a gorilla, this problem would be solved.
What?
I said he was Optimus Primal in Beast Wars.
Oh. No, for whatever reason, I tuned out until you said turn into a gorilla. That's why I missed the context. I was like, what?
Yeah. If Gary Chalk turned into a gorilla, this problem would be solved.
So 4 years of peace. Does that mean 4 years since 6 happened?
Yes.
Because doesn't the text at the beginning of 6 is in the distant near future or something, where they
Yes.
try to play it ambiguous to when that happened.
But also, there's no teenagers alive in 6.
That's what I'm saying.
They all moved. They got shipped in from other towns.
Oh,
Also, we saw a picture of Bush on the wall, which does cement this in the early 2000s, unless this is a reality where he actually doesn't become president until 20 years later. That is possible.
No, this has to be the early 2000s.
No.
No.
this is maybe the most meta we get. Not meta, but this guy knows who Jason is and is saying it's a copycat. I don't know. That's a weird
Yeah.
angle to go. But I think maybe that further cements that this should have been Tommy. I think it was Draven in the chat mentioned.
Yeah, that could have worked.
We just watched the first movie too. Is 57 right? Yes, it would have to be 57 when Jason drowns.
I think.
Yeah, we're pretty consistent with that part of the lore.
I don't know if you guys saw, but I posted in the admin chat. We got some new stills from the new show.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of
I
excited
don't
for
know.
that. It doesn't
Nope,
show
good.
a whole lot. One of them is just a hand holding a bloody knife. It's gee,
Oh my god.
who could have imagined that would happen in Friday the 13th show?
No, it's not a slasher. There's no slashing.
I saw a comment though that made me laugh. I don't know how well this show's gonna do. It's like making a nightmare movie without Freddy. I'm like, yeah, but I mean, we're going back to basics. We're going back to the first movie.
Yeah.
And I think if you market this right, it'll market to a wide audience.
Well, I'm excited because I really like Linda Cardellini, so I'm hoping it's good.
Yeah.
She is
that's a good
perfect
choice.
casting.
This is actually a really effective nightmare bit because I legit didn't see this shift coming when they suddenly start acting creepy.
It is, except we hit one of the most awkward lines of dialogue of all time.
Sure. Also, we talked over it, but Freddy died by fire, Jason by water. How can we use that?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Why were your
That's how she says it.
Your eyes were so dilated when you said that. They died by water.
Oh my god.
The scene makes me uncomfortable.
Bad touch.
Ugh.
Jason would not stand for this behavior.
Well, that's why he wants
Don't
to kill
do that.
Freddy earlier or later. It has nothing to do with Freddy impersonating his mom. It's just because he knows about this.
My headcanon is always that it was just Freddy was in front of him and he kills everything. So he's like, okay.
Well, no, that joking aside, they do make it fairly obvious it's because he's impersonating his mom. That's the clunkiest way we've ever established that. Why did she pull on his ear that hard? Just go with the hat. Do the hat.
No, we need the hat at the end of the movie.
That's true.
I mean, he could just have another one.
No.
several hats. No, there's one hat.
Oh. So, Hypnosil is still like not approved by the FDA. It's taken them 40 years and they still haven't done it. Well, no, 2003, that'd be what, 30 years? 20, 30 years?
I remember when I saw this
20
as a
years.
kid. When I was a little kid, I used to have nightmares all the time, and I'm like, I want this. I want Hypnosil.
I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Now I don't. Now I don't dream. So
Meanwhile, on a set from Jason X.
Is this really the time for this?
yes,
Yes.
Oh.
it's always the time.
So, I've never done weed, but people have pointed out that apparently when you're high, you don't dream, which I think is funny.
Oh.
This poor security guard.
Yeah, one thing I've gone back and forth on over the years because it is absurd how long it took for this movie to happen, and in some ways I wish it happened earlier. But I'm glad we finally got it and that it's decent. But also, one of the advantages of it coming out this late is if we had made this in the late '80s or early '90s, the gore would have been cut way down.
No,
So
that final sequence on the dock is incredible.
there is so much blood and gore in this movie that they would not have gotten away with if this
Yeah.
was made 10 years earlier.
No.
I like the bathtub scene alone with the guy with the slit wrists. They would have been like, take that out.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do it now.
Here's the greatest scene in fiction.
God. But yeah,
Right down to the music. Like, what are we doing?
No, Freeberg's the best character.
I'm very mixed on this. I would have preferred if this was stop motion,
Oh my God.
more of an old school effect, but
No, I
yeah,
mean
it's
it looks
goofy.
terrible, but no, I kind of love this. I think it has a charm to it. And
Buy a
this
plush of
feels like out of a later Nightmare movie.
They should make a Funko Pop of this.
that.
Yes.
Surprised they haven't.
But Robert, do you agree with that? This feels like something out of one of the later Nightmares.
Yes.
I like that he's into it. He's like, yeah.
It's also gonna kind of riff on Nightmare 2 a little bit when Freddy possesses this guy.
Yeah, I don't understand how this works, but
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, because okay, if weed stops you from having dreams, like if that's true, like shouldn't that make this guy like immune to Freddy?
yeah, I think that's why people pointed that out.
Oh god, and the morph effects, like
Yeah.
it's so bad.
So this guy, not the stoner guy, apparently is the deputy in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh,
Okay.
I saw that movie. I didn't think it was very good, but I don't remember.
No.
I don't think I
He's in
recognized
that-
him.
He's into that Back to the Future slasher.
Is he?
It's like called Totally Killer.
Oh. Okay.
That's not on his filmography.
Yeah.
Is it not?
No.
The cop guy?
No, I'm talking about Stoner Guy is the cop in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh, okay.
Pay
the cop
attention.
No.
So I don't know if that's deliberate or just a coincidence, but remember in lore that lightning does make Jason stronger.
It's true.
Rest in peace, Freebird.
No. I will say I do like Stoner Guy's acting when he's possessed by Freddy.
Oh
Like the
yeah.
weird ticks he has, like hey,
Yeah.
hey. And I'm glad we got Jason throwing a body through glass. That feels deliberate.
Yes.
Like, okay, this is a
Well,
thing Jason does in every movie. We have to
it's
do
going to
that.
be even better later on when he takes Freddy and slams him through every window in the cabin.
Let me handle this,
So this
bitch.
doesn't make sense. His real voice is coming through in the real world, but I don't mind it.
Yes.
No, we're going to get. I like the final fight in the Camp Crystal Lake. I really love the dream fight because it just gets really zany and cartoony.
Yeah.
Uh, this kill's really good. I like this gag when he cuts him in half.
Yeah.
It's shots like that. Like you can see like imagining this as an '80s movie. The MPA would have cut that bit out. Like, nope, you can't show him getting cut in half. You got to cut away there.
Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Well, and what I like about the dream sequence fight is they're on. It's the only time they're on equal terms because Jason has all of his abilities, but so does Freddy. Because when you get to the later fight, Freddy's just a guy.
Yeah. I've always yeah.
That's
But I do
fine.
like that the two fights, one like Freddy has the advantage and then Jason has the advantage at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in this fight though, like Freddy's just kind of having fun. He's like Jason's not doing any real damage. I hate it when my mom yells at me.
Yeah, so they it's very subtle, but you get this glimpse of him gripping the machete, which I think is their sign of like he's upset about this.
Yeah.
Not my arm.
I love
What
his
is
line
that?
delivery.
But that was so clearly ADR, and like, why?
The best Freddy shot of all time.
Yeah. Now you could tell they were really proud of the spoiler room set because we go here a lot in this movie.
Yes.
My only gripe with this fight is I do kind of wish we got to take while we're in the dream world. I do kind of wish we got to take Jason out of this space and explore some other locations. Like the flashback stuff we get at Crystal Lake later is cool, but it would have been cool if Jason like just left and like opened the door and he's in like New York City for a second. Like if we had like I would have liked to have seen him in some more
I
locations in the dream world.
I love this.
The pinball stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's just unabashedly goofy.
This is a Looney Tunes bit.
Yes. Yeah, and for anyone who didn't like this movie, who wanted it to be more serious, it's like, did you see the later movies?
Do you see the title of this movie?
Yeah,
If you want Freddy versus Jason to be serious, you might be dumb.
No, I like this here where like even though Freddy has the advantage, he's underestimating Jason. It's like, why won't you just die? So, okay, we're gonna get to the scene that everybody complains about with this movie, and I think the movie is consistent with it. I don't know why they went with green for this, but Jason is only scared because they're in the dream world and it's amplifying his fear. And they're consistent with this because later on in the movie and the real world, he goes underwater with no problem.
yeah.
I don't know why it turns him into a little kid, but
Well, maybe. Jason is having PTSD when that toxic waste in part
I
8 turned him into a little
Yeah.
kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
It's a callback to that.
But
If toxic waste turned me into a child, I would also have PTSD about that. Also.
I've never had a problem with him being scared of water in that particular sequence because we're in the dream world. How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah. I think they could make what your perspective, I think they could make more clear in the movie, but it's fine. It's never bothered me that much.
Well, but I don't. I mean, respectfully, I think it is pretty clear because we're going to see him in water later too.
Mhm.
What do they need? Some like what? How would they be more clear? Is have somebody just come out and say it?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that in
That's
this
true.
movie. It would be consistent.
And what I like about this too is it shows just how like evil Freddy is. This scene is kind of uncomfortable in places.
What I like about versus movies like this is when you do pair up these monsters, you need to be consistent and kind of pick like, okay, of these two, which one is the more evil? And obviously in this setting, Freddy's gonna be the more evil one that you want the audience to dislike more. So having Jason be the one you root for is the correct choice. It's like an AVP where I wish that was I mean, I do wish that was a better movie, but when you do Alien versus Predator, it's like, well, obviously the alien is the more evil one in that pairing. You know, it's like that.
That scene where he's sticking the claw into that kid's head makes me wince every time.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite. Some of my favorite stuff in the movie. Jason's purgatory imagination. This heightened version of Crystal Lake where he's just killing indefinitely. All this stuff looks fantastic.
Yeah. The first time I saw this coming up here in a minute, I thought they were legitimately going to have her do mouth to mouth with Jason. I was like, ugh. This is the only look we get of Jason without the mask in this movie, which is rare for these movies.
Yeah.
And you can't see it very well.
Well, it's funny you say that because I guess in the New Line movies, they don't, for whatever reason, in the New Line era, you don't usually see him without it much. I guess
That's
you do
true.
once in Jason X.
You do once in Jason X. You never in Jason Goes to Hell, but that's because he's Jason for like 5 minutes. However, I don't know if you ever saw this, but the game actually has a model of him without the mask, and it's really cool because it's just like bone.
It's just a skull. But also in Jason X, if we're thinking of the same shot, it's when he's knocked out on the slab. So even that's a little different.
Yeah,
like, you never see him walking around.
The mask.
Yeah. But then she puts it back on.
No, all the Paramount movies, he loses the mask at least once.
Mm-hmm. And this isn't the hot take. This is like, I think everyone's favorite, but it looks the best in 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although, my favorite unmasking is in 8 when he kicks those guys' stereo, and they go to pick a fight, he just lifts his mask, and they're like, never mind.
This is the dumbest.
So good. I will say, there was more nudity in this one than I remembered. This is so silly.
I do love
She's dead on her feet.
Yeah. I wish I was a fly on the wall during filming on that day. Just imagine Robert Englund like, okay, I don't think we got it. Can we do just like 10 more takes?
10 more takes.
Well, and I don't know. I don't know if it's on the special features for this, but it was on the DVD. The like press for this movie was insane.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys have seen it. They had a straight up like boxing match style press conference for this movie. Yeah. And that is very consistent with that first movie's Jason design, which is impressive.
All this stuff looks great. Yeah, I love the Crystal Lake stuff.
Devil Freddy is
a choice
we need to. I like it.
I don't hate it. I don't understand what's happening there. Is it just because he's mad?
It's because he's evil.
Oh.
But The shot we'll get in a minute of him like leaping out of the water is so good.
Yes.
That shot's amazing.
Say what you will about New Line, but when they really like advertised a movie, they went all out. Like with Freddy's Dead, they held a real funeral for Freddy Krueger.
No, and when this series is all said and done, I'm glad this is the one we went out on, like for the original timelines of both. Like it's fitting that this is the last one, and I'm happy enough with it.
Technically, release date, yes. Timeline wise, it's Jason X.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're doing a chronological watch through, you have to save Jason
Which
X
means
for
he
last.
somehow got from here to Camp Crystal Lake Research Facility.
Yeah, but that was in the far future of 2010, so
Oh.
Exactly. No, and I'm so neurotic that actually in the Scream Factory box set behind me, I put Jason X last. I had to.
I
I
can't
did
do
release
that.
order.
Last, even
It's only
over
one movie.
the remake? The remake would be last,
don't
no? Because
remember.
that's a remake.
That's true.
Yeah, because I
Yeah, no, the remake I think I still have after.
Okay. You know what? No, Hayden, I'm with you. I like that design.
Yeah,
The red
I-
filter helps a lot.
I would buy a figure of that.
I'm sure there is one. If they didn't merchandise this movie to shit, I would be surprised.
NECA hasn't done one, which is what I buy. Robert, I sent this to you. They're making a new Ghostface, which is better than the one I have, so I'm gonna have to double dip.
Why does
Freddy
this?
The Freddy I have is from part 3,
Yes, I also have part 3 Freddy behind me.
and my Jason is 7.
I need the part 7 figure. Yeah, the figures I have behind me. Yeah, I got the part 3 Freddy,
Looks great.
and I have part 4 Jason, which is one of my favorite Jasons.
Mine are
That's
upstairs.
great.
I have 3. I have 3 Jason somewhere, and then 7 is the one I have on display, and he has the weed eater. Because yes,
So, Hayden, you were asking about this earlier. This is what we see. He comes in to stop the attack. She's already all bloody and everything, but you can't see Freddy unless you're asleep. So when the kid comes in, it just looks like the dad is doing it.
yeah, that was Robert that asked that, but yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm smart and I figured it out. Robert's
Well,
dumb.
let's not lie.
Robert's the dumb one here.
And that is what we were supposed to believe is a car crash.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
yes.
And Freddy, once again, bad touch, and Jason says, "No, I do not tolerate this."
This
That's sexual
might
harassment,
be-
and I
this-
will stop it.
this might be the most evil Freddy has been since like 3.
Yeah,
Because like in 4 through 6, I like a lot of those movies. I like a lot about those movies. He's just kind of a goofball.
you know what movie I wish we got, John?
What's that?
Jason versus the Toxic Avenger.
Oh, I'd watch that. Ow,
Although there's only one good Toxic or 2 good Toxic Avenger movies.
it's true.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Oh, I don't like that line.
Freddy, you're just not a cool guy.
Don't do that.
So, Robert, do
Really, don't do that.
you agree with me that this is kind of handling some of the stuff that the remake's trying to do, but better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like this Freddy, I'm pretty sure is like a sex pervert, but we don't just come out and say it.
Mhm.
Well, and what's funny too is the remake just rips off the end of this movie.
Yeah, because do we do that line again in the remake? The "Welcome to my
Yeah.
world, bitch."
Yes, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure. I love this
Same.
musical sting right here when he realizes he's in the real world.
Oh fuck! I'm glad they cut the line. Freddy versus Jason. Place your bets.
As a kid,
Yeah.
I was really disappointed. Just 'cause that was in
Yeah.
like every trailer.
This movie. So my thing with this movie is I like it, but I like it for this stuff. Like the rest of it's just
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I agree, but
Well,
like with a movie like this, I'm judging it on what it's promising, and it delivers on this stuff. So I'm fine with it being kind of.
I love this.
Yeah, I think it takes a little while to get to our first Freddy Jason fight, but once they're fighting, like they give you everything you want.
Yeah.
It's satisfying.
I do prefer this fight to the first one. I like
Me
this
too.
stuff.
I like this fight overall more, but I just love how cartoony the first one is. But no, I think this is probably my favorite Versus movie. I think
It's up there. Yeah.
it gave me what I wanted, executed what I wanted perfectly. So I'm overlooking a lot of the stuff I don't care about. Like I don't care about any of these people. They're just here to get Freddy and Jason together.
There aren't enough versus movies for me to like.
I don't think that's true.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, those don't count.
Yes, they do.
I mean, they should.
And now I remember when Godzilla versus Kong were coming out, a lot of people who like aren't Godzilla fan, and I get it, but as a Godzilla fan, people are like, "Oh, they're bringing back versus movies, Godzilla versus Kong." I'm like, I mean, we got
I mean,
that in
that
the '60s. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
What I mean, that's still true that they brought it back. It was dead. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Linderman has like the lamest death. He just
it's weird.
yeah. Here's Hayden's favorite
it's the-
scene.
No,
Really.
God, this is the most 2000s dialogue exchange.
It is.
I love the ending where he's just like behind you.
Her death is funny.
You can't say that. Butter knives. Although in this movie, the glove is huge compared to like in the original.
It is funny though that it's specifically when she starts shit talking Jason when he kills her.
I also love that it's a machete,
Yay!
but it acts like a blunt instrument, just sends flying.
No, I love all the ragdoll stuff. Whenever people
Yeah.
go flying, it's hilarious.
Well, and it shows Jason's like absurd strength, which we are consistent with from 6 on.
Well, and also, Jod, we had this conversation last time. When you get to the New Line era, is when we decide that the machete is Jason's signature
Yes.
weapon, and this movie really leans into that, where you hardly see him kill people with anything else. Like he has that machete 100% of the time.
Well, I think
In this
with this
movie.
movie, that goes into like the guy that's directed this is not a Freddy or Jason fan, and for a versus movie, I think you need to give him something.
He needs a signature weapon. That's fine.
He's
Man-
an axe more, I think.
Man, the torpedo.
I love the torpedoes.
I love the torpedoes. It's so good.
No, this stuff is epic, and yeah, Hayden, you mentioned the newer Godzilla versus Kong movie from a few years ago. Like, I like that movie; it's fun. I probably at this point I'd say I prefer this over that.
I also prefer
Yeah, I do
this.
too. Although I don't really like that movie that much. It's better than the second one, I think, but
Second one was.
I'm hopeful.
He means New Nightmare, not New Nightmare. New Empire.
What are we talking? Okay. Yes, it is better. So I like that movie quite a bit. I think I prefer the original for the fight scenes. Like the fight scenes of the original are amazing. What I like about this is there's no bigger threat that they have to team up to fight against. No, these two are gonna
Yes.
fight.
Yes.
Yeah,
Although if they fought
Um,
Mecha Jason, that would be cool.
that would be peak.
Although
Uh,
Uber Jason comes
that would be
from the
amazing.
future.
Hayden, do you know about one of the proposed ending of this with Hellraiser?
Yeah,
I kind of wish we'd gotten
I do.
that.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Um,
And there goes Freddy's hat.
oh no. Isn't there a comic that is regular Jason fighting Jason X?
Yes.
yes.
For whatever reason, Jason X got like 3 comic lines, 4 novels.
I wish I could get my hands on those novels because you've told me about one of them and it sounds insane.
Church of the Divine Psychopath is peak, and if we ever make another Jason movie, I want them to adapt that.
I think they're working on one, aren't they? Or
Uh,
like in the first stages of
something
one,
like
or
that.
is that lawsuit?
It makes no sense that launches them all the way to the pier.
It's fine.
It's so stupid. I love it.
No, it's good. No, but we've talked about this before, and I know I'm probably hyperbolic. I hate the new like Jason universe like mask thing. I hate it,
Oh.
and I don't
That
want
I
that in a.
I just
Friday
need
movie,
to.
but-
I need to see it in something that isn't a stupid apple cider commercial. But
Yeah, there is no way that's exactly how he looks in a movie whenever they make one.
This part's so good.
Oh, my fingers.
Me fingy. I love the shot of him looking at his hand like, oh.
well, that's inconvenient.
Well, as we learned in Jason X, at some point, those fingers are going to grow back. He's
Yeah.
fine
Yeah.
because of his regenerative abilities.
So, Robert, they only
He's
filmed,
Wolverine.
as far as I know, they only filmed 2 endings. Have you seen the alternate ending?
Yes, which isn't so much an alternate ending. Like it's just a longer ending because like there's like an extra epilogue scene.
Yeah.
That's what you're
Hayden,
talking
have you
about, right?
seen that?
And then they just cut it out.
No, I haven't.
So there is an extended ending where Will and Lori are back at her house. They're getting ready to have sex, and then the claw bursts out of his fingers, hitting that he's Freddy.
Oh,
And I think they made the right choice in cutting that.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Robert, have I ever told you the first time I found out about this?
it's
No.
when
It's
it's
the
when you have the
novel.
book, right?
Yes, because they go based on the original shooting script. I was like, that's not how that movie ends. What?
No.
It's him ripping his arm off is so good.
And they talked about filming this. Ronnie Hughes just like in the background going, more blood, which I respect, honestly.
Yeah, this stuff is epic.
I've joked about this before. Machetes aren't that sharp, so I've always had that with Jason. I'm like,
Okay,
that's a lot of force to do that.
Mr. CinemaSins over here.
No, okay.
Are you really going to question how strong an undead zombie killer is?
Yeah.
Okay.
This explosion is amazing, and the way it launches that. It's so good.
If I had one
The
nitpick with this, I kind of wish it was just for the rest of this movie them fighting and the humans just weren't involved anymore. But
I love Freddy's face when the explosion goes off. He's like, oh.
yeah,
Well,
You know how this would have been improved, John?
how's that?
If this was a Disney era Power Rangers explosion where it like zooms in, repeats, and then they fly forward again.
Yeah.
All the cinematography here is fantastic. All the fire, the water, like all this stuff looks fantastic.
No,
Yeah.
this looks great.
It's just funny how in like every timeline things just don't work out for Lori, whether it's the extended ending where she's killed by Freddy or the comic books when she's just killed by Jason.
Tragic.
How do you guys
They
feel
should
about
rename
that? Killing a final girl on like the next thing.
I don't usually love it, but in a
It
comic book, I'm not.
depends.
I think it makes
Friday
sense there
too.
because Ash is going to kind of fill her spot of final boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
I love this shot where you think it's
Yes.
Jason for a second, then it's him, and then Jason's going to pop up with his arm.
And then Jason says, I'm a head out. He falls
I'm
back
a head out.
I need sleep.
Bedtime.
So, does it bother you guys that the fight just kind of ends in a draw and we let the girl win? Or are you fine with it the way it is?
See, like I said earlier, I kind of wish the human characters were just out of the picture at this point. Just let Freddy and Jason go at it, but I think this works well enough. And I would argue at the
Yeah,
end,
also-
Jason is the winner. Like, he's the one that can move.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Having legs makes you the winner.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with it just with how it's executed. Like, it's very in the spirit of the Nightmare movies, but it's also a cool callback to Friday 1, having Freddy get decapitated the same way Pamela was with the
Yeah.
machete. So that's a cool little callback. And the Welcome to My World, bitch line is fun and is better here than in the Nightmare remake.
Correct. I love
This
Jason's
is
like
a
mask all fucked up.
Yeah, he's had a rough day.
Yeah.
and this is hot take. This is a way better movie than the Nightmare remake.
Oh my god.
Hayden's like, hot take, guys. The beloved crossover between Freddy and Jason is better than the Nightmare remake nobody likes.
I know that's why I joke.
No.
Funny here.
No,
No.
we make funny here. Is that what you just said?
Yeah. No, and Hayden, how I feel about this movie is very similar to how I feel about Jason X, where like I don't personally love either of those movies. I'm just happy they exist. I'm just glad we got there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I do.
Jason X is peak. We don't allow Jason X slander here.
That's why we killed Austin. He's not allowed here anymore.
I love
both
this
have great
shot
stuff.
of him coming out of the lake.
Yeah.
It's great.
No, I think this is a much better ending, just leaving it here, than going back and checking in with the other two and having
Yeah.
a weird.
And then we end on a Looney Tunes shot.
We love a Looney Tunes shot.
Absolute cinema.
Correct. I need somebody to make that with like Freddy. Absolute nightmare.
Oh, it's just him with like in this movie where it's like,
Yeah.
I don't like this end credits design. It's just very 2000.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that movie gives you exactly what you can ask for from a movie called Freddy versus Jason.
I
Correct.
agree.
We never got Freddy versus Jason: The New Empire. It sucks.
Oh.
It would have been Freddy X Jason the New Empire.
Freddy X Jason. They team up.
So for anybody that doesn't know, I mentioned this earlier. One of the like 600 endings to this movie was going to be Freddy and Jason waking up in hell, and they were going to start like round 3, and then you hear what seems to be the problem gentleman, and Pinhead shows up, which I would have liked to see. I think that could have been cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
we love Pinhead.
I mean,
Who you call him Pinhead?
Who you calling Pinhead?
Pinhead in that first Hellraiser movie is maybe my second favorite movie monster of all time.
He's great.
Who's your first?
Jason. I love Jason.
Oh, okay.
And see, for me, I don't need another one of these. Like, we got it. I'm good. I just wish we could get a proper fighting game with some of these characters. Let Robert Englund voice Freddy one last time. That's what I want.
So
Yeah. I know we've ranted about this before. I hate the rights thing with Freddy because whenever Freddy's in a game, it's the fucking remake Freddy, and it infuriates me to no end. Mortal Kombat gets Jason, Alien, Predator, Ghostface. It's all fine, and then Freddy
Leatherface.
is and Leatherface. And
The
Freddy
best thing
is the
about
fucking remake.
the best thing about Mortal Kombat Freddy though is they have to give him 2 gloves.
Yeah, which I don't know why. Oh, and I also hate
2 gloves, bitch.
and I
Uh,
hate in Dead by Daylight that it's remake Freddy.
I hate that it's remake Freddy and his survivor is the not Johnny Depp character from the remake.
What? Okay, all right, hear me out. A remake of this with the remake Freddy and
No.
remake Jason.
But real quick, Robert, I don't necessarily need a sequel. I think the problem is that the pitches for the sequel were too interesting for me not to want.
Yeah. No, the fact that we never got Freddy versus Ash versus Jason, like
Easy
that
for you to
sucks.
say.
Like, yeah.
I do
That
need-
or even like a Freddy versus Jason versus Pinhead, I think would be cool.
I need one more Friday movie because they need to have 13 Friday movies, but
Yes.
Correct. Although I will
And
be a
then-
little upset because then my box set will be out of date.
yeah. Take out the special feature thing and then put the Blu-ray of the new one in the box.
I might.
Sure.
I will say, so a lot of the times we've seen like where Blu-rays are kind of washed out or not the greatest. This looks really good on Blu-ray. Whatever transfer they
Yeah.
did, it doesn't look bad.
It does bother me. You guys were talking about it when I first came in, but the fact that this is just the original disc in a box in a new box is insane. Same with the remake, which is worse because it's the killer cut. It's only the extended cut in the box set.
Mhm.
Well, and what's funny
Which is
too,
fine.
Robert, is they don't have the typical like the blue artwork that you see that's even on the disc. Because obviously we have this one, which you and I are using, and then this is the other artwork, which is
Yeah.
fine.
I like them.
I mean, I don't really like the blue artwork either, but at least
No,
at least they gave us this.
That's the one I have on. Like I
Yeah.
said earlier, my box set. The first 8 are in like the uniform spine, and then I put the all the New Line movies I flipped to have their original logo.
That's a good idea.
I didn't pay
Jason
attention
X-
to the logo. I just paid attention to which artwork I like better.
Seeing Jason X in the spine, like on the spine without the Jason X logo, and it's like the blood logo of these, I don't like.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, well, real quick, if you're watching after the fact, we appreciate it. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe, and we'll be back soon with more horror movie content. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
If you're watching live, don't go anywhere. We're gonna do one more movie. Hayden, will you actually be able to sit through this one?
No.
Oh, okay. Give us about 5 minutes. I think all 3 of us have to swap discs. I'm just going to watch my Blu-ray again. And then we're going to do a second commentary for Friday the 13th, Part 5. Hayden, I expect you to do most of the talking because we're doing this for you. So
Yay.
we'll be back, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.
Welcome back, everyone, to Haven of Horror. As always, I am Subject, and we're here to do part 5 of Friday the 13th. Again!
We don't need.
What is this, deja vu?
Man, shut up.
This is going to be such a weird feeling going from Freddy versus Jason to this.
Yeah, from peak to peak.
It's true.
Peak to peaker, some would say.
Yeah, I do.
I would not be one of
find this
those.
one peak. I do find this one peaker,
No.
but I'm maybe this movie's biggest defender.
Oh, I like this movie.
I like this movie, but like it's not better than some of the best Jason sequels.
No, some of the Jason movies are better. This one is like, I've said that this is my favorite shitpost movie. Like,
And Robert, I don't remember exactly what I said on that last commentary, so I'll probably end up repeating myself a little bit. But are you excited to do 5 again?
Yeah,
2
why
weeks
not?
after you did it the first time.
I like this.
Yeah.
It's
All
been
right.
a month, Hayden.
Oh
That's how Friday the 13th work.
no!
Yeah, they come every month.
I'm ready.
Man, I'm ready.
All right. Let's see. Timer.
I don't really like the alternate art on this one.
I don't either.
It's just
It's
why? What is
it,
that?
well,
Yeah.
I mean, that is authentic. Like that is one of the original movie posters. It's just so nothing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
we don't
text.
get
I
to
much prefer
the-
this.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
This is our commentary for Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. In 3, 2, 1, play. Unfortunately, for the Scream Factory box set, which is how we are all watching this, this is the first one that does not get a new scan, but it does still have a new commentary. I haven't watched it, but with actors Melanie Kinnaman, Deborah Voorhees, and Tiffany Helm.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's Corey Feldman.
Meanwhile, in Corey Feldman's backyard.
Yeah, I love that. They just
Wait, I don't know if you know this, but this is actually his backyard.
yeah, I do know that.
Okay. I'm saying that it's only the close-ups on his face when it's his backyard. Everything else is with the
No, this like
double.
forest mud pit is his backyard.
I mean,
That's
it
my
could be.
backyard.
Yeah, he is pretty popular at the time.
He could live in the woods.
But yeah, what I find annoying about the alternate artwork is on the spine for that. I don't know if you can see this well on camera. That's like the only way to get to see the weird Lord Humongous Road Warrior mask.
Oh, you're right.
But it's not
is-
on here. It's just on the spine.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, if that was the alternate cover, that's the one I'd use.
I agree. John and I talked about this last time. I believe that was not a movie poster. It was the VHS cover.
Oh, okay.
That's where that comes from when they use the Road Warrior hockey
Yeah.
mask.
So I think it was the DVD cover too.
I love this horrible grave. It's awesome.
Well, it's funny how much the opening of part 6 is like just a redux of this, but done for real. Like it's the same opening. We're digging up Jason, and then he comes to life and kills people.
Yeah.
So I love that this is 10, like it's like 10 years after 4, but it's still the 80s.
No, it's like 5 years.
Okay.
Tommy looks 10 years older, but remember he's not legally an adult yet. I think he's supposed to be like 17, even though he looks 30.
Which is funny, yeah, because I'd argue he looks older here than he will in 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he does.
And this is kind of the weird middle chapter. Like, I like this movie, but like the Tommy Jarvis in this kind of gets lost in the cast of this movie. And kind of, in my opinion, just a performance gets overshadowed by Tom Matthews in the next one. The kills range from great to eh. The mystery doesn't make any sense.
And I love it.
Yeah, that's why I love it.
No, there are a few standout kills. I love how unabashedly just sleazy and weird and goofy this movie is. It's like the most grindhouse. It's like the most exploitation-y these ever get.
Which I think is maybe why it's one of my I'm not going to call it my favorite because that just feels wrong, but it's one of my favorites.
I like this a lot, and I like how this might be the most true to the original of the sequels. It's a whodunit that you can't figure out. It's sleazy. But, like, I don't know. I'd say this is ultimately, in the grand scheme of this franchise, it's kind of middle of the road. It's much better than some. It's not the first one, I think, to throw on. And
yeah, that's fair.
Maybe this isn't fair, but I do kind of hold points against it not really being Jason. I like this movie, but if I'm going to pick one, I'm going to pick a Jason movie.
Yeah, and that's never bothered me personally. I like that we tried a whodunit, like copycat killer with Jason. It's horribly executed. It's so stupid, but that's part of what I love about it.
Yeah.
Because we love Roy.
Yeah. No, I like Roy.
Did they do a NECA Roy? Because I need that.
Yes.
I'm shocked they
Donnie
did
has
that.
one.
Just because I think this is still like one of the bigger black sheep of this franchise. Like this and Jason Goes to Hell, I think are the ones everybody hates.
They're the big ones. And then
And I'm not with people on this one. Like I will agree with people
No.
on Jason Goes to Hell, but I'm not with people on this one.
No,
I-
and this is in my top 5.
I've personally never agreed with the comparison with this and Halloween 3, where for a long time they had a negative reputation and people said, oh, we don't like Halloween 3 because it doesn't have Michael, and we don't like Friday 5 because it doesn't have Jason. And I've never completely agreed with that comparison because Halloween 3 is a completely different type of movie. Like, this is still a slasher movie.
Yes,
Like, it's still...
but and I don't agree with that comparison either, having not seen them. But I can understand why people would come to that conclusion just on a surface level. Like Halloween 3 is the one without Michael. This is the one without Jason.
Just
Which-
right off the bat, like you see how pervy this movie is. It's pervy and it's sleazy.
Yes. But I would also argue this franchise, I think, had more leeway to try something different, given that the first movie, Jason wasn't the killer. You know, like
Yeah.
it. I think doing a whodunit after killing him in 4, like I think that was a understandable direction to go.
I mean,
love
I can
the
understand
mask
where you're
coming in.
coming. No, that's great. I can understand where you're coming from, but I'd actually argue Halloween had more because that's the third
Mhm.
movie. We're 5 movies in. You have established who the antagonist of this franchise is, and at this point, people are going to see him more than anything.
Well, I think is one of the actual mistakes of this movie. I'm just talking about all this since Hayden's here, but I've said all this before. I've said my piece on this movie. But Hayden, it's like I think one of the genuine problems with this movie, it's we sideline Tommy to make him a suspect. And then
Yeah.
just like he ends up being a red herring, he's not the actual killer. And then the end of this movie is okay. Now he's crazy, and he'll be the killer in the next one. I feel like you had to pick a lane. Don't do both.
No, exactly.
And I almost wonder, Robert, because we view this very differently, even though we both like this movie. Do you think that maybe people would have responded better if it had been more different? Because I think part of the problem is all the trappings are here. The music, the hockey mask, the setting. Maybe just do something completely different with Tommy in it and not make it try to look so much like a Jason movie.
Maybe I also think if this were a more Tommy-centric movie and the movie wasn't trying to be a whodunit and he was the killer, fans might have liked that better because like
Yeah.
that is what the ending of 4 is alluding to.
Yeah. 'Cause
So
I don't agree, but I can be sympathetic because they spend so much time trying to make you think it is Jason. And then it's, well, not really. It's an ambulance driver
okay.
who's dressing up just like Jason, who moves and acts just like Jason.
No,
I can understand
it's-
why you'd be annoyed by that.
it's an objectively terrible whodunit, and that's part of what I love about it.
Yeah. No,
Whoever
I
Vic
hated
drive a
this
tractor
movie.
is-
I hated this movie the first time I saw it. I have definitely come around on it, but I wouldn't begrudge anybody who doesn't like this.
This might be the first one I saw part of this on TV, and I think it's the first one I saw.
It's funny. Was it 20 minutes long?
Yeah, how
I
do you
just
show
remember
this on TV?
Seeing the part with the him having that dream where he sees Jason out, like the
Okay.
Halloween scene.
That's a cool bit.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to not quote every like random NPC in this movie.
This is peak NPC Friday the 13th. There are so many side characters that
Yes.
show up just to die. Like that is the formula of this movie more than any of the others.
And they're all
And-
like
They're all amazing.
So they're so weird. It's awesome.
And sorry to keep arguing on this, but I just had this thought too. I think part of the problem with this too is it's wedged, really unfortunately, between 4 and 6, which are both fan favorites. So I think this one kind of gets overshadowed a little bit because those are both objectively better movies.
Yeah, and those are my two favorite. I mean, of the Tommy Jarvis trilogy, the TJT as we call it, this is very much the black sheep,
Black
middle,
Sheep.
black sheep. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah, it is the weird one, and again, that's just part of what I love about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not trying to talk out of my ass here, but I think these three might be my favorites, 4, 5, and 6.
I can't argue with that.
And then the remake.
Well, and also and again, I get where John's coming from, but where I think 4, 5, and 6 do play well together, all three very different movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which can't be said for the earlier entries.
I mean, 4 and 6 are definitely two of my favorites. I would put 2 and 7 above this one.
That's fair. I definitely prefer this over 7 personally, but I guess
too.
2's really good.
2 has my favorite final girl in the whole franchise.
Yeah. Hayden, this guy is the dude who gives Indiana Jones his hat in Last Crusade.
Yes.
Hayden, I don't know if I've pitched this to you before. So if I were to make this a better whodunit, I think this guy should be the killer. If this were a real movie. Because my pitch would be, so he's killing all these crazy teens, and he's gonna and his plan is to blame Tommy.
So, Robert, let me ask you, because I've been thinking about Scream a lot, because 7 just came out. And that is also, I think, kind of a bad whodunit. Like, I love that movie. I think that movie's a masterpiece. I don't think the whodunit part of that is the best part of that movie. What is it about slasher movies that make it so hard to make, like, a compelling whodunit?
I don't know. It's definitely a mixed bag. I mean, Scream is one of my favorites, so I
love Scream, but I don't think the mystery is very good.
Gotta have to agree to disagree with you on that one.
Fair.
I think it's funny.
You watch it again, I think they do clue to it being Billy and Stu in Scream.
Well, Billy just comes off as such a sociopath from, like, scene 1. I'm like, oh, of course he's the killer. Like,
well, but the big twist at the time was just that, it's actually 2 killers. That you don't see in a lot of slasher movies before Scream.
That's fair.
It's funny, because the first time I watched Scream, I had a thought thinking, it would be cool for a slasher twist if there were actually 2 killers. And then I get to the end of that movie and go, okay, we did that already.
And before everybody comes for me in the comments, that's not to take anything away from Scream. I think that movie's a masterpiece. It's just, I don't find the mystery particularly compelling in that movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then 3 ruins it, but that's for a different discussion.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's a spider. Robert's scared of spiders. It's Reggie the Reckless.
Oh boy.
They should have brought him back for part 6.
Why'd you say Robert?
No, we love Reggie. There is a popular fan theory that Creighton Duke in Jason Goes to Hell is the grown-up version of Reggie, and I like that theory.
I love that.
That's peak.
I love Creighton Duke.
I don't like that Reggie grows up to be a weird pervert, but
I will give
given that he's from this movie, that tracks.
I will give this movie kudos as they remembered the mask thing where part 6 doesn't.
Yes.
And I think 6 doesn't, just because maybe they lost those props and Tom Savini wasn't around to make new ones.
Exactly.
Because I never bought that the kid in 4 made any of those.
No. And that's another thing that makes the Roy twist weird, is he has, like, this Jason makeup under the mask. Where did he get that? Like, in a better movie, you'd set that up here. Like, you'd take it from Tommy, but they don't do that. Like, they don't set that up.
Hayden, did you ever play the Friday the 13th game and play as Roy?
A little.
My favorite thing in that game that doesn't make any sense if you play as Roy is Pamela Voorhees still talks to you.
Yeah.
The game just acts like you're Jason.
Should have been the kid.
It should have been no. It should have been just been the chocolate bar guy.
Hey, yeah, that's the kid. That's what I said.
Oh well, he's not a kid.
Yeah, it is. He's his kid.
Yeah, he's like 13.
Yeah, that kid's
Oh,
like 6.
and we probably pointed this out in the other. One thing that I do like about the ultimate reveal in this is how it harkens back to the first one, and it's another parent-child
Yes.
story.
And he kills everybody responsible
Except
for the guy that killed his son.
Oh, that guy didn't need to die. He's fine.
Yeah, Hayden, my enjoyment of this movie is like half ironic, half unironic. It's like there's stuff in this that's genuinely good that I love, but there's also like a so bad it's good quality to it that I like about it.
I don't disagree.
you can tell they went to a guy that directs porn for this one.
Yes.
And then
Very
No.
much so.
Hayden, I don't know if you know, but the guy that made this made one other like real movie, and it stars what's her name, Robert, from The Exorcist.
Yeah,
Oh,
we've
Linda
talked,
Blair.
we've
Linda
talked
Blair.
about this.
Yes, I want to see that movie because it looks insane.
You're talking to me as if I'm not a Friday 5 apologist who has done the research. I've read the secret Jedi text.
Not the sacred
He's-
text.
You've written a book on it.
And this is my favorite NPC in the well, one of my favorite NPCs in the entire franchise.
No, Friday the 13th is really
Sure,
good at just
maybe.
creating memorable like side characters. Like I don't like Jason Goes to Hell all that much. It's not the
It's
worst
our
thing ever,
favorite line. It's our favorite line reading. We missed it. Would you shut the fuck up?
but Creighton Duke is just an amazing character, and like I wish he was in a
Yes.
better movie. But apparently, there's a comic that like reveals his real backstory. Like Jason killed his sister at some point.
My other favorite Edith line. I got a bomb on me.
Well, when all else fails, go for the bomb threat. It works every time. I know from
Did I
experience.
did I ever tell you when I worked for a Verizon call center, we got 2 separate bomb threats, and we found out that it was just a new trainee calling it in because he didn't want to come to work that day.
That's a joke in that
amazing.
TED show that episode of TED I made you watch.
Oh yeah.
The guy's like, I don't want to go to work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go call a bomb threat into my office.
Yeah, I lived through that. Twice. And apparently he only got caught because he kept the phone that he used to make the calls.
Weird.
Tyler says, and I'm back. Welcome back. How was Freddy vs. Jason? It was peak.
Good movie.
But now we're at the most peak.
Unfortunately, I think there is an argument to be made that this is the peak of the movie.
The chocolate bar scene.
Yes.
Who chops wood like that?
That
He
guy.
does.
If you have a problem with it, I recommend you go tell him.
You don't cut into the side.
So, Robert, we might have talked about this last time we did this, but is the idea supposed to be there's something wrong with this kid, or is he just stupid?
No.
Well, they're all supposed to be mentally ill.
Right, but this is the only one that really plays it like that, so I can't tell if they're
Yeah.
doing that on purpose or if he's just supposed to be stupid.
No, this is a kid who can't like live on his own. He's
Okay.
got like developmental issues, and I think some of it's behavior and some of it's like trauma, and then some of them are just like have problems.
Yeah, it's very like half-assed because there's the one kid who has kind of a stutter, and then there's gonna be the breakfast scene where I think it's the goth girl here that has like a short temper, but that's kind of all you get.
I need half for later.
I can do laundry great.
Tyler says that he watched Jason Lives last night. It was peak in the first half. That whole movie is peak. That might be
The
my
whole
favorite
thing's
Friday
peak.
movie.
Mine's 4, but
My favorite is 4, but 6 is also great.
The guy with the axe might be the one I believe the most because that anger issues like that. That is how anger issues manifest.
I also couldn't tell for the longest time if he's supposed to be one of the mentally ill youths or if he just works there because he looks 40.
he
Correct.
looks 40. Yeah, Vic is peak. And you,
I also never noticed Joey's bling before. It's cool cross next to this.
Yeah. Well, and what's interesting about this setting is it keeps the camp setting, but with a slightly different twist on it, and it almost feels like a Nightmare on Elm Street setting. Like this feels like the outdoors version of Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Well, yeah. If you want the more objectively good movie with this premise, it's Nightmare 3.
Yes.
no, this is better.
Tyler says it falls off after that RV kill. He is incorrect.
I don't think it ever falls off.
No, that is a perfect slasher movie.
I like how mad he gets after he cuts the chocolate bar.
I love the snap zoom to everyone else's reactions.
Yes, and then you get the police squad shot.
Yeah.
The siren.
Now,
So good.
Robert, because I don't know the Naked Gun movies very well. Has that already come out at this point?
The show definitely would have.
Okay.
No, it's Naked Gun. Isn't that the early 90s?
I think the first movie's late 80s.
And this is 85. I think we're still on an annual release for these.
Yeah. So the show would have been out, but the first movie wouldn't have been out yet.
Okay. And I've never seen the show.
It's fantastic.
Isn't it really short?
Yeah, it's like 6 episodes.
I should watch that.
That's a show that the network just fucks over at the start. It was not given a chance. And then kind of found its audience later. I think that's a show where they were really pushing wanting a laugh track on it, and everyone making the show was like, no.
This guy comes from the same school that the coroner from Part 4 comes from.
Yes. Axel, my beloved.
So, I guess that reaction is supposed to be your tell that
yes,
he knows, but it just looks like a guy disgusted that his coworker's being a dick. I love the shitty ambulance driver. Come on, Roy.
He does, yeah.
No, I think this is supposed to be your tell, but it's so subtle that if I didn't already know what the answer was, I don't think I'd be picking up on it.
Yeah, but they are putting a lot of focus on this paramedic.
Meanwhile, in another movie,
My other,
no, what
there's other great characters.
This film is a series of masterful,
unfortunate events.
No, what it is. It's a bunch of short films just stitched together.
This is a bunch of short films.
So this is what we like to call the executives at Paramount saw the movie and were like, we need another kill scene. So they just filmed something and edited it awkwardly into the movie. Which I always found really funny. One of the things that I find really funny about Paramount at this time is how hypocritical they were. So they were really embarrassed by these. I don't know why I still have that in my hand. But they'd also be like, put more kills in, because that's what people are paying for.
Put more kills in and take the gore out.
Yes.
This is, and that's one of the kind of shames of this movie, though it's not as egregious as Part 7. But this is
that wasn't Paramount. That was the MPAA.
Sure. But yeah, it's that weird push and pull of put in more kill scenes, take the gore out.
No, what I do blame Paramount for is not taking better care of that cut footage so that we could get
Yeah.
proper restorations of it.
Yeah, because now that we're entering the mid 80s with this one, it's like there are slashers that predate this movie that are way gorier.
I forget, have you seen The Prowler?
I have seen The Prowler.
That's a pretty good little slasher movie. Hayden,
Sounds
if you haven't seen that, that is the movie that gets the director of Part 4 the job for Friday 4.
No.
And Tom Savini does that movie, and so the director was like, "Hey, come back and work on this movie with me." There's a single player mission in the Friday 13th game that I think is like emulating the scene, if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember that. That single player is weird.
It was so like half-assed.
Ow.
But no, these guys are like out of the 50s.
Yes.
Second most painful thing I've seen a road flare do in media.
What's the first?
Daredevil.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
When he cauterizes that guy with a road flare.
Tyler asks, so for Freddy vs. Jason, what do you think is required viewing for someone who's never seen either franchise? I mean, nothing's required. Like, that movie is pretty standalone.
Yeah, I watched it.
But, like, I don't know. Just watch it.
I love this bit. Fix
Yeah.
the fucking car.
I mean, it depends on the person, because like if you're actually into these movies, it's just watch all of them for
Yeah.
both series.
I would
but
say probably at least watch, like, the first Nightmare. First and third Nightmare. I guess the first Friday, just because you're not going to know who Pamela Voorhees is. But I don't think anything's really required.
yeah, like if you want like a greatest hits list, I would say Nightmare 1, Nightmare 3, and then Friday 4 and Friday 6.
Well, if you're going to watch Freddy vs. Jason, I would also say the first one, just like I said, for Pamela.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't even know if I'd start with Freddy vs. Jason. Like, Hayden and I kind of did, or Hayden did and I kind of did, but I'd seen Jason X before. I don't know if that's where I'd start, because it's not really indicative of the earlier films. It's more indicative of the MTV era slasher. They should have brought Reggie the Reckless back and just put him in every movie.
Yes.
Correct. But I mean, I do like the idea that he is Creighton Duke.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Why is there a piece of paper that just says junk food on it with a line through it?
Because
Who
you're not
put
supposed to
that
have
there?
any.
Well, because it's the
Right.
kitchen. Junk food is banned.
Well, of course these kids are crazy. What is this,
Except-
Alcatraz?
Except
Is
the one
there-
that had chocolate.
What I want is the Reggie spinoff movie, because I want to explain. I want somebody to explain to me why he's raised by his grandfather, and his brother is off doing his own thing with enchiladas.
I do want a prestige drama about Demon and Anita, please.
Yes,
I want
just call it enchiladas.
enchiladas. Some damn enchiladas.
Yeah.
Demon is the best, like,
Yeah,
One
peripheral
thing
character.
I will unironically give this movie credit for is the stuttering guy. I do legitimately feel bad for him later on in the movie.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I don't think you realize just how many NPCs are in this movie until you look at the cast list on Wikipedia, where I'm like, oh my fucking god, there's like 200 names here.
Oh yeah.
What's going on here?
And I think something this movie does suffer from with all those characters is the, I guess, final girl also kind of gets lost in the shuffle.
Yeah,
She's,
and I like Pam. You just don't get a lot with her.
I think she's fine. She's not the worst final girl in this franchise. That would still be Chris from Part 3, but
Oh,
No.
then who is it, Hadan? Exactly.
So
Fuck you.
It is 8.
yeah.
3 is way worse. 8's not great
No.
either.
At least the 1 in 3 fights Jason.
Yeah.
The 1 in 8 like does nothing. It's like she vaguely has psychic powers like the girl in Part 7, but she doesn't do anything with them.
That's not true. She fights off child Jason. He predicts the end of the movie.
Just Final Girls, it's 7 is my favorite, but
Yeah, she's great.
7's is great. Ginny from Part 2 is still my favorite, though.
yeah, I like.
I love how the scene goes from 0 to 11.
Yeah.
Because my favorites are 4 and 6, and they like
They're Tommy
to do,
movies.
but, yeah, but they don't.
I like the
I love
final girl in 6, the sheriff's daughter.
Yeah.
Tommy is like the final boy of 4 and 6, though.
Yeah,
like 4 has his sister, but she's just kind of there. The mom just gets edited out of the film by the camera.
She started to cut that chicken's head off and then didn't.
Whatever he's eating is the most revolting thing I've ever seen. And I think he's talked about, like, in that big documentary they did where it's just a bunch of mush thrown together and it was, like, cold.
Ugh. Eat your fucking slop.
Everything about this movie is just so disgusting.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's one thing I don't like in movies or shows is, like, nasty food. Like, there's that episode of Friends where Rachel makes that dessert, but, like, the 2 pages get stuck together. So it's, like, half dessert, half meat.
Okay. Maybe this guy's my favorite NPC. I do love Dirty Man.
Dirty Man, yeah.
He's just so unnecessary.
Draven says that Tommy all of a sudden learned how to fight like a Power Ranger. Well, that's because he's going to later be in Power Rangers.
Yeah.
True. No. What I love about Dirty Man is he is here just to be a red herring for 5 seconds and then immediately gets killed.
Yes.
And these are just powerhouse performances.
Yeah.
So, one thing that's
They
interesting,
also made a prestige drama.
Robert, we might have brought this up last time, but I feel like Jason Goes to Hell tries to copy them with the diner woman and her son, and it's nowhere near as good.
No, but that's part of what I like about Jason Goes to Hell is just all the weird side characters, because I do like them.
Yeah,
Hey, Roy got a line of dialogue.
Yay.
No, Creighton Duke is like one of the best characters in this entire franchise, and I'm so sad that he's wasted on that shit movie.
Yes.
I still want that 4K, because I know the minute it goes out of print, I'm going to be like, I should have got that.
I bought it, half off.
Yay.
Because I guess the remake 4K is
and
already out of
hopefully
print.
Freddy vs. Jason gets a 4K. Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Glad I got that when I did. The remake 4K, I guess, is already out of print.
No, that sucks. I have the poster up over here. You can't see it, but
And here we get to the pitch meeting of this movie, which was cocaine.
correct. Was this one of the ones that was like a coked up set? I assume.
I don't know, but I assume it has
And
to be.
ironically, but the guy here is apparently one of the few cast members not actually doing cocaine. He's just pretending to do cocaine. He is actually acting.
Isn't it 2 and 3? They're like coke fueled sets.
I don't think that ever comes up in the
That
documentary.
wouldn't surprise me.
The one thing that does come up in the documentary for this franchise
definitely
is the guy in 4 that's watching like old porn decided to method act and really get high to film that scene.
Yes, that's true.
Ted.
Yes,
Also known as
Ted.
corkscrew to
Hey Ted, where the hell's the corkscrew? Robert, we did a
No,
commentary on that one already, didn't we?
Yeah, that's like the first one we did. We just did that for fun.
Yeah.
But I would not be opposed to doing it again someday.
Yeah, I'd love to.
For.
I'd love to go
No.
through all of them. Because I wasn't
John,
there for
there's
the remake one, and I'd like to do that again.
well, we're gonna do them all over again. Don't worry.
Yeah, because I think what the idea will be going forward, like once we hit all of them for official commentaries, on Friday the 13th we'll just do watch parties, like less serious commentaries.
Yeah.
But so back to drug use in this franchise, John. There's a story from part 2. Remember the couple having sex in 2 that get the spear in them?
Yes.
So apparently the guy in that scene, and you don't see most of this in the final cut because it's so edited down, but there's like a whole rig, like makeup and everything. So that pain in the ass to film. He's laying in that bed forever, very uncomfortable. And he said one of like the lighting technician guys was like, "Here, let me help." Blows a type of powder into his face, and then he says he was fine the rest of the time.
I'm sure he
said
was.
what the powder was. He just said he felt great.
That is one thing I worry about with these modern, like bringing this franchise back. Part of what works about this is just the 80s coked out of their mind charm. Like, I like that remake, but it's also missing something.
Sure.
No, that movie's drunk before it's
Yeah.
high on cocaine.
Like, that movie's really good. It's missing the charm of these movies.
Yeah.
We don't make wacky, like, this would not be in a modern Freddy the 13th movie.
This is also one of the first scenes I saw from this franchise because I saw this on TV.
You're like, oh my god.
I am awake.
I love the hard cut to the cat licking the pans.
That epic fake head.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad fake heads in this movie. We saw one earlier.
My favorite
flare in his
bad
mouth.
fake head is in 3, when Jason squeezes that guy and his eye pops
Yeah.
out and you can see the string.
It's so bad.
And then in 7, we've lost that. We don't have good footage of that one when he presses that guy's
Yeah.
head. It's awesome.
Tyler says Hayden is Jason X the only poster you have for the franchise, and there might have been some lag, but he did show the remake poster. Yeah. And then Tyler says that 2009 might be his favorite. I mean, fair.
It's
Like,
okay.
I like that movie. It's missing the charm of like these older Friday movies.
It's
No,
in my
I-
top 5. I like the remake a lot.
Yeah, I love the remake, and with my favorites, it just kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm not
No,
taking
I
anything
have
away
the,
from the remake, but it is missing an energy of like this or 6 or you know.
No, I have the Jason Goes to Hell 4K, so I have the poster, but I don't like that movie enough to hang up the poster.
Well, that also is like the worst looking of them. That cover.
Yeah.
I would probably hang up like the metal mask because I think that looks cool. I wish that was in the
Yeah.
movie.
Oh my god, they killed Lana.
I do wish that there were posters in this for these movies, and then I'd hang up a few
Yeah.
probably. But
I would love a poster for the 6's cover. I love that, like the headstone that looks like the mask.
That
And
was great.
part 4 is with the mask with the knife in it.
The knife in it, yeah. Which
That is a Halloween shot.
Exactly, yeah. And this is the first frame I see of this franchise is
Oh my god.
him seeing Jason and freaking out. Go ahead.
No, Jason's a character I definitely first hear about through like parody, cultural osmosis references. Like I started hearing about that long before. And then the first movie I'm ever aware of is actually the remake because I remember seeing trailers for that and being like, "What is this?"
What's this?
What's this then?
And here's
Another
coked
great
out mayor,
NPC.
man.
And we
I
love
love him.
all the NPCs are incredible.
No, so I love part 6 of Sheriff. I kind of love this sheriff because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, well, this movie is definitely one of the most skippable in the franchise, which is kind of what you were alluding to earlier, because you could go from 4 to 6 and miss absolutely nothing, even though this is still kind of canon.
Tyler says
But
it's
I'm glad
missing
it
the
exists.
camp, but he likes the series. Technically, it is not missing the camp because it takes place at a campground.
That is true.
That's not true. I saw the rest of this franchise.
No, he was cremated.
Oh.
They just did a really bad job.
You know, I don't
like
doubt
that.
that these people don't know how to incinerate a body.
Also, again, don't forget Jason X. It's possible that they did cremate him, but then his body slowly grew back over time because of his regenerative powers. It
But then
all makes sense.
they buried the ashes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you remember in Jason X,
scene-
they tried hanging him, they tried gassing him, they tried shooting him.
They should have Tucker and Daled him.
Oh. Great dialogue here.
I think this is the woman whose last name is Voorhees.
Yes. Because she's going to get the best kill in the movie. It still makes me uncomfortable. Oh, I didn't realize her character's name was Tina. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
The fact that anyone has attracted a woman while wearing this shirt is
It
The
was
80s were a magnificent time. What?
Also-
Robert, you sent me a picture talking about it, but it's funny. I almost buy Xander wearing this shirt.
Yes, 1000%. And apparently, this scene is cut down like a lot. Which makes you go like, how fucking long did this go originally? Because good lord.
He got confused and thought he was directing a porn.
I think
I
this
mean,
might
yeah.
be. This is the second most ridiculous sex scene in the franchise.
You say ridiculous. I say stupendous.
See,
Well, the first one is the stupendous scene from 09.
the one in part 6 is more ridiculous than this.
Sure, if you're talking purely just from a camp comedy perspective. But what makes this part 1 and part 6 funny is how tame it is.
Yeah.
Like, there's no actual nudity.
Yeah, isn't 6 the only Friday with no nudity?
Yes. Draven, the remake's to Friday the 13th, but Welcome Back Frank is to The Punisher.
That's an interesting comparison.
Yeah, I don't know if I've
never
read that.
Welcome Back, Frank.
I've read
I
a
think what he
Punisher
means-
story, but
I think what he means by that comparison is just it's the more stripped down, grounded
yeah.
take.
Well, and
no,
we
they
probably
killed
said
Freddy
this in our commentary for that movie. That is kind of the perfect remake, and that it takes 4 movies that are essentially the same thing, and
Yes.
takes all the greatest hits and makes a coherent movie out of it.
Yes.
I want to know what she has to say about this movie on the commentary.
Is she in the commentary?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you look at the back, Hayden, the only new special feature on this is a new commentary with actors Melanie Kinnaman, Deborah Voorhees, which is her, and Tiffany Helm. And I don't know who those other two are, but
I should check that out because that's.
I also
that first one
there's a
was
commentary
banned.
from the director, which I really want to hear.
Oh God.
Oh Jesus.
Have you guys seen him in the big documentary for this franchise?
I haven't seen that in years.
I've seen clips.
Oof.
Ow.
This is actually a kill I think is more effective that I can't see because I can just imagine it snipping clothes like that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, and I feel really bad for her coming up because when you see the shot of her body with like all the blood on her face, that apparently took hours to film, and like the makeup, like the fake blood, got into her actual eyes. And I'm like, oh God, like I feel
Yeah.
really bad for her that she had to put up with that.
Yeah.
But she was a good sport about it.
My favorite detail about this movie is that the director just didn't want, and the reason it's so peak is that the director didn't want to direct actors, so he just told him to like do shit.
Yeah, which is part of why this movie's so amazing. Every single performer in this movie is in a different movie. It's a miracle to watch.
What is this?
That
something?
is some really good makeup work though.
It is.
So I don't buy that a normal guy could just do this.
I mean, Roy is just a peak human specimen.
He is. Oh, and I love that he turns it the wrong direction later.
Yes.
When he like finishes it off.
It makes no sense. Meanwhile,
The Crow.
this is canon.
I saw an interview while we were on our break that Sean S. Cunningham was talking about. He's hopeful with the upcoming Warner Brothers and Paramount merger, if that goes through, that'll help escalate through a Friday movie. So I don't know what to believe anymore.
Who knows?
Because the way he talks is
5-2.
part of what's holding it up is them both owning the rights to these movies. And I don't know about all that.
We're gonna get my dream. Part 5, Part 2.
No.
That's
You know what I
actually
can hold
cool,
against
too.
this movie though? This movie is part of why 6 bombs is because nobody liked this one, so they didn't go see part 6. Or not bomb, but like
Fine.
not bomb, but like it didn't make as much as they were hoping.
I'd
And
be
part of that
so
is 'cause of
alive in
this
the
one.
80s to see these in theaters, that'd be the best.
I wish they'd re-release these in theaters. I'd go see that.
I'm sure they have.
I think Regal just did some re-releases, but I don't have a Regal near me.
So for reference, this was made for about $2 million, and it brought back 21.9.
Still a profit.
Yep. But you get to Jason Lives, that was made for $3 million, and it brought 19 million in. So you're going down.
Yeah. Now I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but if we're gonna compare this to the Halloween franchise, if you're gonna compare, fuck it, we're bringing it back. We're doing Jason Lives, and we're doing Halloween 4: The Return of Michael Myers. I think Jason Lives is the far superior film by like a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you mention those two because the guy that plays Jason in this is also the stuntman that played Michael in Part 5.
I think you're right. Yeah.
He gets to play them in just the 5th movie in each franchise.
Yes.
And Hayden, I don't remember if you've seen this before, but this is one of my little Jason displays.
Oh, cool.
If you can see him, just a
I
little.
have not seen that. That's cool.
He's just a funny little guy.
So,
Oh.
funny little fella.
And there's Demon,
It's our boy.
best known for his role in Scooby Doo.
best known as almost being a Power Ranger.
Oh,
Best known for Return of the Living Dead.
that's probably actually true.
That is true. Or this is like, yeah. Demon is my favorite Friday the 13th.
Great.
Like,
He's
not
We love
character, but
Demon.
like
Nah, he's a character.
Demon, NECA Demon win.
Tyler says he's more into Halloween than Friday. He would rather watch Halloween 4 to Friday 6. It is okay to be incorrect. Like, I don't care which franchise you like more. Friday 6 is objectively a better movie.
No. Halloween, I think, has like maybe the worst track record of the big franchises.
No,
It's
no,
a
no,
really
no.
bad franchise.
That would be Hellraiser.
Okay,
That's probably the
I
correct answer.
haven't seen the later Hellraisers. I've only seen the first two.
So, Hayden, Hellraiser gets to the point of not only is it direct to video, it's just scripts they found sitting around in a drawer and shoved Pinhead into in the last minute.
All right, well, I'm gonna go like okay, the theatrical like releases. I think Halloween and Texas Chainsaw are like
Texas Chainsaw, I think, is the worst.
They're rough because Tyler, all due respect, like Halloween 1, I love that movie. It's one of my favorites. But as a franchise, I think most of them aren't very good, and I much prefer this franchise over that one as a whole.
Yeah. I'm not even a big Halloween guy, and I'm like, I'd watch any of these over even the first Halloween.
I don't have that because the first Halloween is one of my favorite movies.
I love it.
It's a good movie.
There are two great Halloween movies in my opinion. One in 2018.
I think
I also
3 is
love
up
3.
there.
3, yeah, I like 3.
There are 4 Halloween movies that I like a lot. The first one, the third one, the first remake, and 2018.
That's fair. Can we all agree that the biggest crime of this movie is Tommy's haircut? That bowl cut mullet combo
No, that's cool.
is a choice.
I'm gonna bring that back. I'm gonna rock that.
Also, Draven in the live chat said, "Jesus, Tommy's jacked."
It's true.
Yes.
He said, didn't say it was better. I said, fair enough. I don't know. Halloween 4 is just the first movie, but worse. I don't even hate that movie. It's probably the best of the original Michael Myers sequels, but
This is my favorite like fight move in this movie.
It's amazing. No, I want this. I do wish this was more of like a vigilante thriller with this Tommy. Like,
yes,
one of my actual great. We need better fights at the end because when Tommy finally shows up to fight Roy at the end, he doesn't really do anything. Like,
Yeah, no.
it's
Tommy
kind of
versus Roy should be like a drag out, like a
yes.
It should be kind of similar to the boxing scene in 8, except he actually does something.
Yeah, except I think Tommy versus Roy would be more even.
Well, no, I don't expect Roy to just sit there and tank all of that. That wouldn't make sense. But just similar, except it would be more even.
And but before I forget to answer Tyler's question, he asked who was in Scooby Doo. I'm talking about Demon, played by Miguel Nunez Jr. He's the witch doctor guy. The voodoo guy, yeah, in the Scooby Doo movie.
No, I love
seen
Miguel Nunez.
I haven't seen those in a long time.
Those damn enchiladas.
Some damn enchiladas.
And in a movie this sleazy and exploitive, this is a very wholesome relationship.
Except he calls her a bitch.
I feel like that was just like normal.
It was
in
the 80s.
That was just normal in the 80s.
The end of the world is near.
The end of
that's crazy. This is his second movie role ever. And then Return of the Living Dead is his third movie. He goes from playing Demon to a character named Spider.
Yeah. I think we talked about that when we watched that with my buddy. is he's demon and then he's spider.
Yeah. I can't wait to
I
make
wish it was-
Robert watch that because you haven't seen that yet, have you?
Yep, that is correct.
Good movie.
Hayden, you've seen the Ooh Baby remix.
Yes, we've discussed that before.
Okay. It's iconic.
It's beautiful. When they go to space, it really takes off.
Correct.
I love how long this goes on.
It's amazing. And like I said earlier, what I enjoy about this movie, it's the sleaziness, the exploitation vibe. It's just so weird, and there is a so bad it's and I hate it. I think I said this when I did the commentary on this last time with John, was for me, if I'm in the mood for a so bad it's good Friday movie, this is my top choice.
Yeah.
Because it's just so fucking weird. And what another thing I discussed with John where I can enjoy this movie is because we course corrected with part 6, and that one I think is a better movie and was the right call, and I love 6. I think it's one of the best ones. Because we got that course correction, it can help me enjoy this one even more as just like this weird outlier.
Yeah, that is a good point. Like I definitely sympathize with people who don't like this because it's not Jason.
Yeah.
But at the same time there is that like, well, but I mean, we fixed it. Like
you got like 7 more movies after this one.
yeah.
Don't kill Demon, my beloved.
No.
Truly, truly the saddest death.
Tyler says, I do
Absolutely.
agree with the Texas Chainsaw guy with though, because Texas Chainsaw 1 and 2 plus the 2 remakes. Let's not forget the beautiful Texas 3D, which might be the dumbest movie of all time, but I love it.
That is one of my favorite commentaries we've ever done.
That
was
one
so
blew up too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just only review that. That's our formula.
No, I
Hayden,
love Texas 3D.
Hayden, have you seen Texas 3D? I don't remember.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It's also just the best bad Texas Chainsaw movie.
It is, yeah. I mean, I think it's horrible, but
It's better than
You know.
22, which I
yeah.
Like,
have come to call.
okay, I love Texas 3D. It's not good, but it's like my kind of bad.
Yeah. I love
And
making fun of
it also helps that I've seen Leatherface and the Netflix movie, which I almost wanted to shut off.
The Netflix movie's so bad. Leatherface I haven't seen, but I've heard it's just the worst thing ever.
Raven, it's still a guy in a hockey mask killing people.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
With respect, I don't think that's fair. Like, you could say that about anything. By that logic, I just to use like superheroes as an example, it doesn't matter who's under the cowl; it's still Batman. Like, no, I care about Batman because it's Bruce Wayne. I care about the hockey mask killer because it's Jason. Like,
Well, I like Terry McGinnis.
Yeah,
that's
me
because
too.
you're a fraud.
I love Terry. I need to buy Beyond on Blu-ray. I don't have it.
Ooh, you should. This shot's amazing.
Yes, he's freaking out. What is she making?
Food.
Is it?
They hurt me, Ma.
That's supposed to be stew?
Just eat my stew.
That's a great kill.
Oh, yeah, like the close up on his face as he's screaming, like it's borderline experimental.
Oh. Are you guys excited to, at some point, watch Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City?
No.
Oh,
We're going to do
No,
it.
I am excited to see the guy from Victorious as Leon. Because that's really funny. Also, the hippie from Zombieland 2.
oh yeah. This is one of those censored kills though, where I've seen behind the scenes photos where like there is like a full prosthetic of that inner face, and it's a shame that didn't make the final cut.
Tyler, Terry McGinnis wore a hockey mask. Well, no, he doesn't wear hockey pads.
Probably. That is also true. And
The problem
meanwhile, Pam's like, I'm in this movie, I think.
The problem with Terry McGinnis is that he's Irish.
That's true.
No, I bought that Blu-ray set. Like, I have the really dumb edition that came with a Funko Pop and everything, and I still haven't watched that show. I've seen, I think, the first season.
Show's good.
It's a good show.
As a kid, I liked it because I'm a Spider-Man guy, and that is Spider-Man
Yes.
as Batman.
That's exactly right.
So I like what I've seen of that show. I do kind of have that thing. I don't think you can ever recreate that. Like, people keep insisting on like bringing that stuff back. Just take the show, enjoy it for what it was.
It's very of its time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a Beyond movie. Try it, but
Yeah, I mean, we almost got
I think
one.
I think it has to be Beyond, though. I don't want it to be like something else.
Mhm.
Like, it's got to be Terry, and it's got to be that. What? This isn't anything to do with this, but I don't. Once it gets into the retcons that like he's Bruce's son, I don't like all that.
Well, that's from Justice League Unlimited, and I've never liked that episode. I hate that retcon. Why is Robin so mean to this poor guy?
Yeah. This is a well we like to go back to a lot, right? Like the sympathetic guy that has a crush on one of the other girls and then gets rejected.
He's kind of the Crispin Glover of this movie. He's just only in it for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I would love if he tried to stutter out, "Hey Ted, where the hell's the corkscrew?"
There's a lot of repeating from 4 in this movie, like with the character tropes. Like Reggie is meant to be the new Tommy. Like there's a lot of that in this movie.
I think it's because 4 was so popular.
And four is my favorite.
Fantastic. I love it.
Tyler says that's what Return of the Joker was, and it was great. What was Return of the
That's a
Joker?
good
I mean,
movie.
that is a good movie. I don't know what box that checks, but
I think he just meant when Hayden said he'd like a Batman Beyond movie. But
Yeah, but
I think
think
Hayden
he
meant
means-
something theatrical.
like that concept art that came out from the Spider-Verse guys, like an actual big budget.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, maybe the only way to do that, but I don't know, I have that thing where it's like, but if it's not Bruce Timm, who cares? I don't know. That's his creation.
She's laughing at him.
we've all been there, right, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's commentary
It
gets
just
really
goes.
sad.
It just keeps going, which is what I think really is unfortunate. Like, she just keeps laughing. Stop laughing.
I didn't mean it. I don't like you. I don't wanna. You're gross.
And again, like I think he's supposed to be a red herring for 5 seconds, and then he gets killed by Jason immediately.
Oh. I want to, speaking of Batman sets, and then we'll move on. I want to get that one for the Batman, but I'm still upset that it doesn't come with the movie.
It's so annoying.
I just have the Blu-ray for the Batman. I should upgrade to a 4K, but
No,
He's talking about the show.
the show, Hayden.
oh,
Pay attention.
We weren't talking about the Batman. We were talking about the Batman, you idiot.
Yeah.
oh, sorry, fucked up.
Well, the clue was I want to buy that set for the Batman, but it doesn't come with the movie.
I was thinking of that like big ass Walmart set of the movie The Batman.
I think Cap has that. If we're thinking
Yeah,
of the
he
same one.
I've got the Steelbook. Goes nicely with
Yeah,
my
I just-
Superman one.
Nice.
I've just got the normal Blu-ray and then the Superman 4K.
Oh my god, he got off screen to death.
He got edited out of the movie, Robert.
That's how I want to die.
They're
so
watching a
instead of
Paramount
life.
picture.
Oh my god.
I wonder if it's because this is a Paramount picture.
No.
Oh.
Reggie, wake up.
I don't like
I don't
this.
Like this. Vecna versus Reggie.
I think Reggie would win.
Reggie would
Especially
win.
season 5 Vecna.
Yeah.
It does make you sad that we didn't get more movie characters in the Friday the 13th game. Like Miguel Nunez as Demon. I don't know if he was ever asked. I don't know if he would have been cool with it, but like imagine if he was a playable character in that game. Like that would be unique.
I would exclusively play as Demon.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while since I played it. Is it the only actual movie character like that biker woman from 3?
There's a couple more, I think.
Well, Tommy Jarvis
Well,
obviously the main one,
Tommy.
but the ones we got were weird. So it's the biker girl from 3, it's the hippie stoner guy from 3, who looks like Mark Maron, and Shelly from 3. We only got characters from 3.
I didn't realize it. I forgot that like there was actual other characters in that, and I didn't
just
count
those
Tommy because he's random. Like you don't get to
yeah.
pick him. But...
Hayden, stop being distracted by boobs.
That's not what. No. My brain just exploded.
Don't say that.
Man,
in Hayden's world, everything explodes. Like earlier, it's like, man, a refrigerator exploded, and I had to clean it up, and now his brain's exploding.
Did I
Gross.
say that?
Yeah.
I can believe it.
No, my grandparents' fridge broke, so I helped him.
Yeah, your very words were, my grandparents' refrigerator exploded.
Yeah, it did.
Ah,
No,
she's dead.
We were cleaning out the fridge in their garage, and I was like taking stuff out, and I look, I'm like, Grandpa, this beer expired in 2017.
Ew. So I like this song a lot. I found the actual thing. It's a really good song. It's very 80s.
What's this called?
Hold on.
The fan favorite song.
Oh.
Hang on, I've got it on my Spotify playlist.
Do you like the thing that says "Stop the Slaughter" right before she dies?
I just noticed that. That's a funny visual joke. Now, Hayden, do you know? I assume you know about what her original death was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's a shame they cut that.
Yeah.
What? It's because you're talking about the joke with that. I think even the song is kind of funny when you look at the lyrics of what movie we're in.
Well, I think this is the one when like the production title while they were making it was Repetition.
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, originally he was Jason or the killer didn't just stab her in the gut. Originally, he swung that machete right up her legs. And it's really
it is called His Eyes by Pseudo Echo.
Nice.
Yeah, Freddy
Teddy.
5 pulling a Terrifier is not.
Teddy, look. Oh, look. It's a commentary on Friday the 13th. On Friday the 13th. How quaint.
Quint?
I agree.
That's what he said.
Hello, Quint. Quick,
It's almost like we did this on purpose.
Everybody do a Quint quote.
And there's another one in December. Another Friday in December.
There are multiple Fridays throughout the year.
No! There isn't another one until December.
Allegedly.
Oh no, then I gotta keep going. Work lasts forever if there's no Friday.
Correct.
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
And to your point earlier, Robert, about like enjoying this movie, I also do think you have to have a very specific taste, even within the Friday movies, to enjoy this.
And I have that taste because this is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is what we call my jam.
He was nice enough to pose everyone.
It's our boy. He's gonna do it.
I like the scene coming up when Pam just aggressively yells at him for no reason.
Stop!
And I like, this goes on for like a minute. What is it? It's me. Tell me. Teddy, I never said I can spell.
That's true.
Fair enough.
Her screaming off camera is really funny. And this is another weird bit where Roy puts all the dead bodies into Tommy's room, I guess just coincidentally. Like, it's like he's trying to frame him, but not really.
Frame this guy, he doesn't know.
And there's the best shot in the movie.
Yeah,
Comes in like the
that's how I'm
hood.
gonna.
I don't know how that works when
John-
he's just a guy, but
If John keeps talking shit, that's what I'm gonna do. That through that door.
This is just a very cheap door.
my question though, Hayden, is how did you get in my bathroom?
I don't know.
You don't want to know.
Through the window.
There's no window in there.
Yeah, you don't know that.
No, I'm pretty sure I do.
No, I made a window.
Oh.
Teddy says, I was too busy watching Friday the 13th movies to learn how to spell. That we can all relate to.
Yeah, the same.
They should show these in school.
They should. These are a documentary.
One time in high school, I was too busy playing the South Park video game to do my homework, and I got in trouble.
Oh, thank God, the Ghostbusters are here.
Yeah, Ghostbusters!
Draven says I'll give Roy this. He should have stayed in character.
Yeah.
Well,
And
yeah.
there was Reggie's audition to be Black Canary.
We love Reggie.
We do.
Why does it run like that?
So, hey, I don't know if
Runs
you've ever
better than
noticed when you
Ezra.
watch this, but we noticed it specifically last time. Because the actress points it out. She both gains and loses that pink sweater depending on what shot we're in.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I made my roommate in college had he had not seen any of these, and this is the one I showed him
Why would you do that?
because it's funny.
But this isn't the first Friday you show someone.
Yeah, it is. If you're me,
Why are you dumb? And it's back.
I'm dumb
Well,
because I'm from the Midwest.
I've always said the first, 4 movies binge really horribly because they're mostly more slower paced and they are the same fucking movie over and over again. That is what I like about the Tommy saga 4 through 6 is, like I said earlier, all 3 are very different movies with different vibes.
Teddy,
So I appreciate the variety here.
Teddy, the actor who plays Jason in the second movie wanted to method act, but the producer said, no, dude, you cannot kill the actors. No. So you joke, but according to that documentary in part 4, the guy that played Jason hated Corey Feldman.
Yeah,
Yep.
And he did stay in character on set.
I'm a bit of a Corey Feldman hater, so fair enough.
Oh.
We'll say that. Why say that?
And we got say again, Roy, he knows all of Jason moves. It's like, all right, I gotta throw one body through a window. Nailed it.
And the pink sweater's gone again.
It's gone. Yeah, how do you show these scenes on TV? Do they have to digitally blur her chest?
I don't remember. Sometimes TV censorship gets weird, and they just they just left it.
Hayden, how do you feel about the hockey mask being kind of a giveaway that this isn't Jason?
I like that because it isn't Jason. So, if it had the axe mark and everything, I'd cry foul on that.
That's
and I kind of like the way this one looks. I wouldn't want Jason to have it, but I like the blue and it being in different places.
Yeah, I don't mind how it looks, but with how much effort they're going into making you think this is Jason, it's weird that it's a completely different mask.
Yeah. Reggie, did you know how to drive that tractor?
Yeah. Well, Hayden, I don't know if you remember part 4, but a child is a mechanic in that movie. I believe that a child in this one can drive a tractor.
I mean, I could probably drive a tractor when I was his age, but
No, that would require you to read.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you have to read the instructions.
No, you don't.
Oh, see, this is why you're not allowed to drive a tractor.
You just have your dad yell at you until you know how to do it.
True. I wish we had a throwaway line later about Roy being on PCP, and that's why he's so strong during this climax.
Robert loves his PCP.
I will say,
Sure.
for not being
Never
a
leave the
new
game without it.
scan, this Blu-ray looks fantastic.
Yeah, this does look really good.
They need to get back to putting these out on 4K. They stopped with 2.
I know. What's up with that?
I thought they were doing 3, but
I haven't heard anything about that. Robert, have we ranted about how stupid the release of Part 2 is over here?
I don't believe so.
So they put Part 2 out on 4K and it is available here. But you have to buy the stupid Paramount Scares like Volume 2 box set that comes with that, World War Z, and a couple other movies. And it's like $100. I just want Friday 2. I don't want World War Z on 4K. That movie sucks.
no.
Oh.
I own the book. I need to read that.
The book is great. Draven, I love how even though he's at full Jason get up, he still carries around his wallet in his pocket. And never leave home without it.
Like Robert and PCP.
Exactly.
True.
Have you seen the Whitest Kid sketch with the gallon of liquid PCP? Because that's one of my favorites. I'll send that to you.
If I had a nickel for every time a Final Girl on a Friday movie attacked the killer with the chainsaw, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
I put it in the admin chat.
Hell yeah. We love a chainsaw machete fight.
Correct.
Again, Roy, you don't have to go this hard, but I respect it. Why are you trying so hard to kill this lady?
Yeah, being a murderer just feels like a lot of work.
Again, it would make more sense if he was only killing people, like, involved with the halfway home. Like, that would kind of track, but then why does he kill the biker guys? Why does he kill Ethel?
He just snapped. He's freaked out.
Yeah. It do be like that sometimes.
It's true. Daddy, who would win in a fight, Jason or some guy? Depends. Is some guy the final boy, or is he just an NPC?
Jason versus Roy is the movie I want.
Yes.
Yeah, see, like, this feels like it should be a grand epic entrance, and then it's just...
Yeah, Tommy, this is not the time to choke. My boy.
Wake up!
I wish this was like a knockdown drag out, like
It really should be.
martial arts fight.
Tommy's just very confused.
Yeah, it'll be like that fight at the end of The Hunt with which is the only good part of that movie, in my opinion.
Teddy, being a murderer sounds like a lot of work. Honestly, that's why I don't murder. Yeah, morals, sure, but more than just seems like a hassle. I'm busy.
Exactly.
That's true.
I mean, that is something that's always cracking me up. It's like, oh, you need like this to be a good person. Like, no, you just need to be lazy. Like, I don't have the energy to go out and do bad stuff.
And I don't want to go to jail, and I'm not smart enough to not get caught. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to know your
murder's-
limits.
Like, here's the thing, like, murdering, super easy. Like, really easy.
I,
It's the
I don't know
getting
if
away
I'd
with
say
it
that
that's the
on.
hard part.
I don't know if I should say that on stream, but
Yeah, don't, Robert. Are you going to be on the news
What? Well, we're all friends here.
for now?
no, Hayden actually hates us.
Oh.
Robert's going to kill us. It's going to be very tragic.
I mean, Noah isn't here for a reason.
Robert, with as many callbacks to 4 as we do, is this a callback to 3?
I think so. Or it's, well, we haven't been in a barn in a couple movies. Let's do that again.
Yeah,
Like-
that's more than likely the real.
The channel's going to blow up. We're going to get an actual studio, but then Robert's going to snap and kill everyone in the studio.
Oh my god! Well, Hayden, I don't know if you know this, but Robert's actual name is Jack Torrance.
Yeah.
I will neither confirm nor deny these allegations.
No, because see, with the way they're shooting him, they really want you to think this is Jason, and then they're gonna go, "Just kidding."
Yeah, because, I mean, it's not even until the third act of this movie when we even see the hockey mask.
Yeah.
But, you know, they want you to see that makeup that he has for some reason.
I will say I appreciate the game's dedication, as he has it in the game too.
Yes.
But how does he know Jason has that makeup or looks like that?
Good question.
Um,
Maybe he knew the guy who took the photo of Jason that we see on the newspaper clippings later, and I still don't know how that came from.
Well, Hayden, there's this little thing we like to call reading the script.
Hmm.
Lady, you kind of suck at this.
I mean, she's doing her best.
No, she needs to do better. Improve.
Oh, improve.
I don't know. I think this fight's fine. And here comes Reggie.
This is the
Flying
most.
Reggie.
This is the most bloodless spike impale I've ever seen.
Impalation.
Impalation.
I couldn't think of the word there for a minute.
Oh my god. Also, Reggie, one of the best Scream Queens.
Correct.
He's iconic.
Does this have the highest survivor count of a Friday movie?
That's a good question. I mean, like, if you're talking, like, main characters, it's up there, because, you know, we have a trio at the end of this, and that is kind of unusual. It's usually a pair. Because from 6 on, the trope for a while is having the final couple,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
which 2 kind of had, even though Paul's fate is weirdly ambiguous for some reason.
Oh, I just love that we never hear from him again. He might be dead. He might be out in the woods.
I'm Paul.
Okay, Robert, hear me out. Hear me out.
I'm Paul.
How incredible would it have been if the twist at the end of this movie was not Roy, but it's Paul?
That would have been peak.
That would have been incredible.
Well, and also, like, we're gonna see the sheriff again, and it's like, we pretend like he's a main character, but he's only been in, like, 2 scenes.
Yeah.
Like, he's done nothing.
Judgmental ass nurse.
You know, I didn't think about this until just now. They are consistent with the costuming. This looks exactly a lot like the outfits for the cops in the 6th movie. Even though none of these
Yes,
people
that is
come
the-
back.
No, and the sets are completely different. It's fine.
Fine.
No, 6 has the greatest deputy of all time in cinema.
Yes.
You bang.
Wherever the dot goes, you bang.
Did you know that they got that guy back for the Never Hike Alone fan films?
Yes,
He's in
I've
those.
seen the first 2. I don't know if I've seen that sequel they did.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
Isn't one of them like really long?
I actually
It is.
backed the making of one of them, and I don't know.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if I lost it when I moved, but I had Never Hike Alone, the first one, on Blu-ray.
Oh, cool. Yeah, but I mean,
But
you can still watch them on YouTube.
I know
Teddy,
people. Yeah,
look, murder itself isn't too difficult, but the aftermath is just too much for me. Hi FBI guy reading this. I am joking, and the ending is just Looney Tunes scene of Paul going, Ain't I a stinker?"
Yeah, Hayden, this photo of Jason in the newspaper clippings. Who took that photo? Where is this from?
I
yeah,
want to see that scene, and at the very end is just and moments before disaster. Listen, some poor photographer lost his life to give us that photo of Jason.
Gave his life because he was
Yes.
that dedicated to his job. Remember when we almost got a found footage Friday the 13th movie?
Oh,
I'm so glad that never happened.
Yeah.
I hate found footage. And so naturally, we're going to do found footage mania.
Yay.
every found footage movie.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, there'd be so many.
God, remember that movie? It was like 2016, and it's like they break into a high school or something. What'd you do?
I don't know. I've seen maybe 3 found footage horror movies, and I liked one of them.
Blair Witch.
Yeah. So, you know how YouTube will recommend you videos? YouTube just recommended me on Haven of Horror one of our own shorts.
Oh, my God.
Draven, Jason got TMZ'd. Speaking of Never Hike Alone,
The Gallows, that's what I was thinking of.
He's got an animated one coming out next Friday the 13th. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I hadn't heard about that.
What is
We
it?
should do those Never Hike Alone movies at some point.
We should.
Yeah. I know a lot of people like basically consider those canon, but
They might as well be.
They might as well be. They're pretty good. And Hayden, you were asking, like, the Never Hike Alone 2, which is technically the third one. I know, stupid title. The reason why that one is so long is because the original plan was to do like 4 or 5 of them. And then by that one, they were like, fuck it, let's just do it all at once. So that's why that one is like feature length, basically. And, oh my god, it's Jason.
I will say I really like how they use real Jason in this.
Yeah. And maybe that's like maybe the idea is real Jason's possessing Roy, but that's not clear enough.
That's
what's
a little too Halloween ends for me.
yeah. Maybe they'll do Friday the 13th ends. That's the
Yay.
I will jump off a building.
Yay. Now, the next one should be titled Friday the 13th, Part 13. Like, if we don't make that movie, we went wrong somewhere as a species.
No, name it Jason XIII.
Jason 13. Or it's a sequel to the remake, and it's just Friday the 13th Part 2 again.
I'm sad we never got that.
There was either a pitch or a script at one point for that. I don't know why. Well, okay, I'm assuming the reason that never happened is because Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 like killed that entire production of lines output.
Yeah. Friday the 13th in the beginning.
That would just be confusing, considering this one.
Now, all I really want from another Jason movie, and you get kind of got that with the fan films with Never Hike in the Snow. I just want a winter set movie at Camp Crystal Lake. It's funny that 12 movies we never did the winter camp movie. It's really weird.
That is a great final shot. I sure hope in the next movie they pay that off.
I mean, it's not unlike Halloween 4 with Jamie Lloyd.
You know what though? Say what you will. outside of Tommy Jarvis, the last one always picks up, or the next one always picks up where the last one left off.
That is true.
Until you get to the New Line era. And
Until you get to New
jump
Line,
around.
but it's different.
But like 1, 2 picks up where 1 left off. Well, kind of. Like there's a little time skip, but like they remember. 3 picks up where 2 left off. 4 picks up where 3 left off. Tyler's winter camp a thing in the U.S.? I mean, you can easily justify somebody being there. Doesn't have to be camp.
Yes.
Just they're vacationing there. I don't know.
Yeah. Like
Ice fishing.
like Until Dawn.
There's only really a camp in one of these.
Well, I know. I think it's the director of 6. Like wanted to come back and do one that the studio was never interested in, but his pitch was setting it at winter, and he was gonna have a sequence where like the lake is frozen, and he'd have Jason walking on the lake, chasing somebody. Like he had all these like ideas for kills and sequences.
Yeah.
That'd be
Draven,
great.
I remember the one came close to happening that was going to have Jason, Pamela, and Jason's dad all killing people in the movie. I haven't heard of that one.
I don't like
The only
that.
I don't like that idea. The only movie that I know of for sure that never happened like after the remake was that found footage one. Thank God.
Yeah.
No. So Jason's dad has been kind of a concept that's sitting around, been kind of floating around since at least 6. Because there's like a whole cut thing with his dad in that movie,
Yes.
and it was going to be Elias Voorhees.
Mhm.
I don't know if I need them to ever actually talk about him. Like the parent
Well,
that's
I wouldn't be
interesting is
shocked if-
Pamela.
I wouldn't be shocked if Elias was in the show.
Yeah.
I hope. I mean that's the place to use that idea.
Yes.
I think you get it from like tapes in the game and stuff. There is like lore with Elias,
Yes.
but I don't.
Yeah.
Well, the games also have to deal with like the continuity and kind of bridging the gap between some of these. Like with the ending of this movie with Tommy going crazy, I think in those tapes they talk about Tommy like snapping and attacking her, but he doesn't kill her, and then he snaps out of it, and then that leads into part 6. So there's a lot of gap filling in that game to make the continuity make more sense with the movies.
Yeah. No, that would be the place to bring in Elias.
Yeah.
The thing I'm most excited about that show is just getting to see who Pamela like was as a person, because all we really see is her as a killer. And I don't know if you ever had this thought, Robert. It's so fascinating that we're doing this now, considering Bates Motel ran for 5 seasons.
Yeah.
And Friday the 13th is always the original movie is just like the inverse Psycho.
Yes. No, that's a good call. And Bates Motel is, contemporary. It's not canon with the Psycho movies. It is its own thing. So that's so what I want to know about this Crystal Lake show. I'm like, okay, is this a literal prequel to the first movie, or is it going to be its own canon? Because I don't think we really know yet.
See, maybe I just assumed. I always
Yeah.
was under the assumption this was like a fresh start, like a new thing.
I have no idea.
That's what I thought, but
And I've heard it described as a prequel, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I really
see.
hope it's not trying to like connect to that first movie, because I don't think you can do that and make sense.
no, not really.
I mean,
real
I'm fine with it
quick,
being a period piece.
yeah, real quick. If you're watching after the fact, we appreciate it. Please consider hitting that like and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time with more horror content. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.
If you're watching live, we might chat for just a few more minutes here with Friday the 13th, but just to let you know what is coming up this Sunday, Austin and I will be playing Toxic Commando because Hayden hates us.
Yep.
And then next Wednesday will be me and Hayden again, and I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll figure something out. Hayden, buy Toxic Commando so we can play that now.
No.
I don't know. We'll figure something out. And then Friday will be the second half of Buffy season 2. If anybody has noticed, I did take down part 1 of the stream. I plan to edit the 2 parts together and release one mega video. So that will be how people will be able to see that. If you would like to see the live stream of part 1, it is available through Patreon. I put the link in there. Not gatekeeping anything, but just for replays of certain things that I'm going to be editing together. We'll put that there. Draven, I think they might have cast an adult Jason, so it might be its own thing. I hadn't heard that. The only casting I've heard of is just Linda Cardellini as Pamela, which is, I think, perfect casting.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes, Tyler, I will be doing Smallville, the rest of Smallville tomorrow.
All of it.
Yes.
All of it. The rest of all of it. 2.5 seasons.
No, we'll be doing the rest of season 8 tomorrow. Robert, what else were we doing Friday? I forget.
So, because St. Patrick's Day is next week, I pitched before our Buffy discussion next Friday, we could do like a Leprechaun 2 commentary. If you guys are up for that.
I'd be fine with that. Hayden?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So we'll do Leprechaun 2 and then Buffy Season 2. Robert, I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on the back half of Season 2. Have you started any of that yet, or?
No, I haven't seen the...
Okay.
I haven't jumped back in yet. Actually, we'll probably do our Buffy discussion first, and then the Leprechaun 2
That probably
commentary,
makes more sense.
That'll probably dissolve into nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense to do Buffy first.
Oh, sorry. Hayden, I forget, Hayden, do you have the Peacock?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, because I think the Leprechaun movies are... That's why I suggested it, too, because I think those are still in there. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember much of Leprechaun 2. I remember preferring the first one, but that'll be interesting to go back to. And then the Friday after that, I think, is when we'll do Exorcist 2. Is that what we had in mind? Okay.
Yeah, probably. That'll be in the not too distant future. Yeah.
Yeah, the not too distant future.
Yeah, because I don't know if I'll be around, but we'll see.
Oh my God.
No, you will be.
Oh, okay.
Robert, well, just while we're here, do you want to look at those images and just let us know what you think of the show I put in the image? It doesn't give us a lot to go on, but it might be. I thought it might be nice to do a little speculation before we leave. We've got a little bit of an audience here.
Yeah, for sure. Because and I haven't followed the show too closely for like leaks and stuff. I don't know how much information's actually out there. And yeah, it's on Bloody Disgusting if people want to check those out. So, yeah,
I will put the link in the chat.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, that is a Pamela looking hand.
Yeah.
So one thing I will give them credit for is that second shot. It doesn't show much, but it is reminiscent of the outfits that they wore in that first movie.
Yeah. Cool.
The series will serve as an expanded prequel to the 1980 slasher. So
I kind of wish it was its own thing, but
yeah, it's a prequel.
Yeah.
And again, that's still I'll believe it when I see it. You know, I want to hear what like the actual showrunner has to say about it. And also, look, the movies have always had a continuity we could call loose.
No.
So, if this show doesn't sync up perfectly, it's not the end of the world.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't ultimately care as long as the show is good. I am a little sad that we didn't get Brian Fuller's vision because I think he would have made something incredible. But I really liked the first episode of Welcome to Derry, and I guess it's the same guy.
Yeah,
we should cover the rest of that show at some point.
I watched a couple more episodes, but I need to get back to it.
Well, Hayden, are you satisfied you got to do a part 5 commentary? Did you say everything you needed to say?
Yeah, cinema.
Any final thoughts about Friday the 13th Part 5?
That's the best movie ever made.
No.
Yes.
That's Evil Dead 2, you fraud.
And
no.
Last thing I want to say about these images is because I knew this was confirmed. It just mentions Linda Cardellini as Mrs. Voorhees, and that there is an actor confirmed to be playing a young Jason.
Okay.
So Kid Jason is confirmed to be in the show, which makes sense. But what somebody had mentioned in the live chat earlier, it's maybe we'll see a grown-up Jason, but I haven't heard anything official on that. So we'll see.
It'll be the final episode will be Jason versus Pamela.
Yes.
Why not? Oh, that was something I forgot to mention during the Freddy versus Jason commentary. There's a great bit when Freddy's holding Pamela's head. That's a nice little callback.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I love his line there where it's like, there's a face only a mother could love, and then he pulls out the head.
Yeah. I love that Pamela appears in more movies as just a severed head than actually being alive.
Well, the reason we're doing this show is that when we get a new Friday movie, he can carry around Linda Cardellini's head just on his belt.
Yes.
I want them to try to pay off the ending of part 3, where Mrs. Voorhees just jumps out of the water for no reason to try to remake the ending of the first movie.
Yes. Also, the ending of part 2, remember how the final shot is like that zoom in on her head with like all the candles around it? The original plan, and this is why the makeup looks weird, it's because there's actually a person under that makeup, and she's supposed to open her eyes, and that was the end of the movie. And then they said, that's too stupid, let's cut that bit out. And I think they made the wise choice.
No, they should have done it. That would have been scary. All right. Robert, do you have anything else you want to say about Friday the 13th Part 5 before we call it a night?
I think we're good. We've said plenty about
good.
this weird, wonderful series. See you this fall for our next Friday the 13th. I cannot wait.
I can't
It's my
either.
favorite time of year.
I might put my foot down. We'll just finally do 7.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for watching and hanging out. We'll be back Sunday with John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. Right now, that is the plan. If anything changes, I will post in the community tab. And then Hayden and I will figure out what we're doing Wednesday. Have a good night, everybody.
All right.
Hayden's like, no, fuck you.
Happy Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th.